there. I'm reasonable. I guess.
The internets can now hear us.
Hello, internets.
Get fucked, internet.
Internet!
Right away, we are starting with the hype train. Folks are nuts. Let me switch to our Salt Table Sessions layout. And I'll go and take a look at what people have been throwing over here.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's put some of those. I really love the worm.
Oh, sweet Jesus, what's going on? Mother mine. Cop 5 haircuts at the same time.
Rocky, pull yourself together.
Oh my goodness.
Get money.
Haha. All right. We're already at level 2. Good going, everyone.
Sweet
Good
Jesus,
going, everyone.
Matt. Thanks for the gifted subs. Where'd it start?
Well, Wazzy was the one with the gifted subs. I just threw bits at you.
Yeah, it's an animation.
Yeah.
Anime convention table. Oh shit, it is. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, welcome to the anime convention.
Money on my
It's called an anime seminar. It's called an anime seminar.
Well, we just hit the next level of the hype train already.
Wow, awesome job, Apathetic Potato.
Thanks, Apathetic Potato.
Thanks for the
You're
bits,
really
Potato.
being the MVP.
Yeah, see Wazzy with the gifted subs.
Apathetic
Matt
Potato
the bits,
is actually like the best bro.
and,
Also, my
Bro.
and the gifted subs from Potato. Thanks a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
More like apathetic bro-tato.
Bro?
oh,
And we got Fine Apple Ryan with the first time chat.
Hello.
hello everybody. Okay, Rocky, you want to start us off? Tell everybody what we're doing today and why we're here at this anime seminar.
Yes. If you sit through the entire presentation, you too can have a glorious timeshare on Homeworld.
No, I don't fucking want that.
I didn't realize that was why we were here. Can I leave now?
How do you undonate bits?
How do you uncheer a bit?
Yeah, how do I? I'm unsubscribing.
I'd like a refund, please.
All right, let me double check our sound while we're getting set up. I think we're good. Folks on the stream, let me know if I need to tweak anything with the individual members. I think everyone should be audible, but if one person is softer or louder than the others, let me know and I can fix it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man.
Thanks for coughing directly into my fucking ear. Jesus Christ, that's a way to start.
No problem.
Thanks for that ASMR COVID. Like,
No problem.
ASMR, I have COVID.
Surprise!
Today's stream will be an ASMR stream.
so I can to speak directly at your earlobes.
Oh, that's pretty
I
funny.
mean, that name I can't read because it's in a fucking font that is way too small in the corner.
I'm taking a look at the chat. I missed the follow alert on the stream.
I saw but I couldn't read the fucking name because it was in too small and it was in blue and it matched everything.
Yeah.
It was like plasma.
Get your fucking life together, Raku.
Wonder why it's not
Wow,
popping up at the
Raku.
bottom.
He's so unorganized.
Oh, there it is.
Bye, Iconic. Bye, Iconic.
Bye. Hi.
F of
bye.
B minus F of A with the follow. I see it's at the top of my thing. Thanks for the follow,
Okay.
dude. Get ready for opinions. All right.
Really
The best
bad ones.
opinions.
So for folks who might not have tuned into one of these before, since we've only done one, Salt Table Sessions are a chance for the four of us to take a look at character designs and provide our candid opinions on things like design and all the different elements that go into character designs from pretty much any type of media we choose. And the way we did this last time is everybody brought a set of characters and presented them to the group, and then we did sort of a roundtable discussion of what we thought and provided our opinions, and we kind of rotated that way. We are going to do something similar today, but the format's going to be a little different. What the team or the council has done is they have selected a character for each of the other members, so 3 in total per person, and put them into a shared folder and said person has no idea what character it's going to be. And so this is what we're calling the mystery character critiques. Basically, we'll be looking at these for the first time on stream and providing some reactions and our opinions on things having seen them for the first time. And we talked about this a little last time, just for the flow of discussion. I think our format of when it's your turn to talk, give something you like, dislike, and then we move down the line and then open it up at the end should make it easier for the members to talk without having their potential ideas get mentioned by somebody else. And then we'll see how long it takes to get through a round because we have less characters, 3 total instead of 5.
Yeah.
Yes, we cut back.
And what I think will be the best way to do it, even though it might mean there's kind of a disproportionate amount of people talking at different times, I'm going to go the first file in each folder as we rotate, and we're going to start with Pink.
Oh, me. I'm first.
Because these are just characters listed by name and then it shows who the person picked, when I put the character up on screen, the person who chose said character can explain who they are, what they're from, and then the person who's actually doing the critiques will start with their specific points, and then we'll just go down the list or the table from left to right.
Yeah.
All right.
He is on her phone. Stop playing Pokemon Go under there.
Listen, I'm catching a fucking Wobbuffet. Get off my dick.
It's good to see that everyone is dialed in and paying attention to what we're doing today.
Totally. Also,
Yeah.
I am actually on my phone, but it's only because I have my character notes on it.
I think it's funny that every time Wazzy talks, it looks like she's smacking Matt right in the side of the head.
Yeah. I love her little
I
emote.
don't deserve this.
I can't control where my arms go.
It's
So I guess Wazzy took notes. I didn't take any notes.
I just know my characters. Mostly.
I didn't take
I
any notes.
Don't know my characters that well. Anyway.
All right,
I
so
don't either.
we will go into the folder here for Pink, and the first one is Alex Straza, picked by Matt.
Okay.
And so I have
Okay.
let me put it up on screen for chat.
Bring it up on screen.
Yeah.
So,
One sec.
did you know I don't like Warhammer?
It's not Warhammer, but okay.
Oh, no, wait, fucking, what's that stupid RPG game?
Warcraft?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Stinky and ugly. Just like her.
Okay, there it is. One
Great.
second. I'll get that on screen.
Wait for it.
Wow, it's taking you like 6 years, Rocky. What's going on here?
I had
Yeah,
to
Rocky, what are you doing?
I had to rearrange my my scene here. All right. It is.
I'm just telling everybody, when I host one of these, I'm going to be so fucking organized and good that no one will be able to make fun of me.
Oh, yeah.
With our new layout, I can now scale things and not have it pop outside the frame of the display monitor. And once again, shouts to Pink for putting together our new setup here and doing the assets.
Point 2.
2.0. All right, so this is Alex Straza. So Matt, you want to explain this character?
Yeah. Alex Strassa is the leader of the Red Dragonflight and the Warcraft games. She is, I believe she's Alex Strassa the Lifebinder is her full title. And yeah, she turns into a big old red dragon. I actually originally picked this character because I know Pink's fondness of dragons in general. And I picked this version of her design because it's actually from the MOBA game Heroes of the Storm and is significantly less thoughty.
Slightly
thoughty.
less thoughty.
No, significantly less thoughty. The original design is way thoughtier than this.
I like how thoughtness is a,
Like
is a spectrum
THOT,
now.
like-
Yeah. I
like-
like how it's a spectrum.
She's pretty
Yes.
thick.
we are in the green level thought. She has an outfit that makes her in the orange.
Yeah.
All right, Pink, do you want to provide your
My like
dislike,
and my
dislike?
dislike?
Yeah.
I like her color scheme. I don't like her stupid armor. Actually, I'll also add one other like. I like her eyebrows. Okay.
I like how thick she is. Like, look at that. Like, she's got this itty bitty waist and then just fucking round thing in your face. I do declare, you get sprung.
Bring?
What don't
Springed?
you like?
Springed? What don't I like?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact she doesn't have fucking pupils.
I mean, that's fair.
That's an odd nitpick, but okay.
She
on.
doesn't! I need to know where this bitch is looking!
It's a secret. Shh.
Wait, do we get to critique our own characters? Like, is Matt now gonna critique her?
Yeah, we can. What we're gonna do is just run down the line for the quick like, dislike, and then we'll open it up after the last person, and then we can all
Okay.
just talk about whatever.
Okay. Matt, that means you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt.
Okay.
We're pointing at you.
Okay, I'm here. I'm talking. The honestly, I prefer this. I like this version of design just because she actually looks like she's ready for a fight, as opposed to her other one where she's ready to do not fighting things but still physical.
Uh-oh.
I honestly really don't like the cape. I think the cape's like overly. It looks like the cape weighs a metric ton because it looks like it's just rock solid.
Like metal.
All right, I guess I am last on the list. I like the design on her gauntlets, a sort of armored clawed look. Because I'm assuming that's all armor. It's not like she has monster hands. I like the look of that, and I think the colors work pretty well. One thing that bothers me about this, and maybe we'll talk about it more, is I'm trying to understand her skull. And
Yeah, what is going on up there?
Yeah, like
it's the horns, and maybe it's the angle, but it looks like she has a really high head, like a really high skull, and then the horns are coming out of
like the top of her tall skull.
Yeah, like I kind of see kind of like a xenomorph-ish type skull with the way that the top pair of horns are. So I guess I'd have to see what she looks like from like a profile to see. But maybe her hair's tied up and back and it's sort of coming out, but it's kind of weird when you zoom in and look. She has like a disproportionately tall head.
It's because she's so full. Her head is so full of dreams.
It's so full of life because she's the life finder.
Oh my god.
Real
She's
quick,
a fucking conehead.
I saw a comment from Fancy further up asking about requesting characters. We are talking about potentially doing like a request thing in the future. If I do that, I might set up like a shared email, and folks, if we open it up to requests, can send stuff there, and then we'll sort of organize it that way. But yeah, stay tuned for something like that because I think that could be fun too. Within a set
That
of
would be
rules,
fun.
of course, because I don't want to get kicked off Twitch.
Yeah.
No nudity, please.
What do you think of these titties? Now, what do you think of these titties?
Dang, she's got some big old naturals.
Real Bodon honkeros.
And he never streamed again.
Pineapple Ryan says more back shield than a cape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're opening it up, when Matt mentioned it, looking at the cape, it doesn't make sense how it's attached to her. It looks like it's attached to her necklace with the feathery part.
Yeah, either that or it's like it's attached to like the necklace and the shoulder bits, and then it's like strapped there or something. I have no fucking clue.
I bet it's glued to her skin.
The bigger question is if you look at the shoulder pauldrons, what are they attached to?
Nothing. I think everything's just glued on.
Yeah, they're just epoxy directly to her skin. This
It's
poor
spirit gum.
woman.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of spirit gum.
Oh my god. She must buy it by the gallon.
Yeah. If there's anything I've learned about cosplay, it's spirit gum and too much of it.
Yeah, her outfit don't make no goddamn sense. I mean, at least she's got pants on. But like, that's a low bar.
And it looks like her thong is on the outside of her pants. Like she's Superman in it here.
Is she a Superman in it?
Yeah.
How old is this design again, Matt?
Oh shit! This version of Alexstrasza, I don't know when she was introduced to Heroes of the Storm, but the game Heroes of the Storm can't be more than like 6 years old. So, oh no, she
It's
was
just
released.
tacky.
This design specifically was November 14th, 2017. So it'll be turning 5 this year.
Ah.
Happy
this version of it.
birthday!
Happy birthday to you. You look like a shoe. I don't know. She's ugly.
Your head's full of dreams, and your fat asses too.
Hey yo.
Yay.
On to the next one. I think we're done talking about her ugly
Did
face.
chat, what are your opinions? Let's find out chat's opinions on this.
Yeah, what do you think, chat? How ugly is she? Is she a MILF? A DILF?
Naked
A
Snake says, "Why
dilf.
does she have one gem on her
You don't
left
know her.
shoulder?" I think there's one on each pauldron. You just can't see it on the right side because it's a little bit obscured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her pose is
It's about-
obscures it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, guys can't see my cursor. on the
Oh yeah, it's
screen,
there. It's there.
but It's there. Yeah.
Eric, I think she's one of my ex-wives.
Not a fan of the crown horn. I hate to break it to you, but that's not a crown. Those are somehow attached to her head.
Oh, so it's just like a fun little ding dong on her head.
You're talking about the gold. I thought they were talking about the gold like tiara looking thing. Is that actually attached to her head?
Oh, I think on the
Yeah.
horns those are attached.
Oh yeah. I guess there's the gold bands on the horns and like the little tiara in the middle on top of her very tall head, or on the front of her very tall head.
Dragons got it right. DILF equals dragons I'd like to boink. That's why I said DILF.
This is
Yeah.
I guess.
This design kind of reminds me of Zentreya a little bit.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Zentreya looks better though.
Oh yeah. All right, let me grab the next one. So now we're moving on to Wazi,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
and
Ooh,
this one was
boy, oh,
chosen
boy.
by Pink. So let me grab that one.
By the one by Pink.
Yes, it's top to bottom, so it should just be in the order in the folder.
Did you just call me a bottom?
Yes, Wazi.
Fuck, rude.
All right.
I'll just zoom in.
You know, sometimes you just gotta come out here pussy first, I guess.
It's a
Is
pussy
it-
out kind of look.
Is it specifically a rabbit because it's me? Is that specifically?
All right, you want to intro this character, Pink?
I actually. Okay, she's from an anime I cannot recall the name of. Don't look at me, please. I did not take any notes. It's from a shitty anime.
I remember you telling me about this one.
Hey, Kamina. It's a sports anime and a magical girl anime
What?
where alien rabbits are invading Earth because they like sports, and the magical girls have to
Oh.
stop them with vitamins. They take their vitamins from some sort of fruit or vegetable, and it allows them to transform. And hers is sweet corn. She's an American. Her name is Halmina Goldberg. That's all I know about her. I do know she's a weeb. She's a total loser and an idiot.
She
Shots fired
she
at Weebs.
looks she looks like Naruto's sexy ninjutsu, but with a corn up its ass. I'm just okay. I'm gonna go with what do I dislike the most about this? What is my least favorite aspect? Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, I do have to ask a question though before I give you something. Are the corns attached to her? These corns that are in the background.
Yeah, they're
Are those-
attached to her tails. She's got 3 of them.
Hey, Sour Loud redeemed. Hydrate for the team.
Okay, I
thank
will
you,
do that in a
Tyler.
second.
Take a shot.
I will tell you, I'm not looking at this design. I'm not thirsty at all.
Are you hungry instead?
No, Uh, okay, I think my least favorite part of this design is the fact that she's got corn coming out of her ass. Um, I do. I God, I also hate her shoes, but I can't. God, what do I like? Um, I guess I like that the only thing keeping her tatas from coming on display is like the little Naruto headband around her centerpiece right there. That little like Leaf Village emblem right under her titties are the only thing that's protecting us. Yeah, so that's I hate this. All right, you go ahead, Matt.
uh, I'm just gonna say one thing that was already said in chat of, gentlemen, behold, corn.
Corn.
No, that was that was my immediate first thought. Uh, Honestly, I don't mind her shirt. Of all things, it's like probably the one most reasonable part of her outfit. Uh, I I don't know what the fuck is up with her fucking bottoms though, because like it's just like it's too fucking hip strappy. It's fucking, mind you, one strap would be like too weird, but three straps is too many. It's like two would have been enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
Maybe you can't tell from this angle, but it's supposed to look like a yen symbol.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So she's got a money pussy.
Yeah.
For the money shots.
Her for JJ is
Hey-o.
cash money.
Cash money.
Whew.
That's fucking weird.
Wait, so you said the thing that you didn't hate was the shirt.
Yeah, I didn't hate the shirt.
All right. For me, I think her palette is fine. It doesn't really go like color wise and shade wise any weird places. I think it makes sense. It's pretty simple. Lots of yellows and some oranges and whatnot. I have to ask as a clarifying question to what I don't like. What function do the corn things serve, Bink?
They're the magical weapon, so like it can be a missile launcher, it could be a club, it could be like whatever basically. They transform into whatever weapon the girls want, sort of.
So she could fire corn butt missiles.
Yes, she could do
Okay.
that.
That's maybe something I'll talk about later. What I actively don't like as I'm looking at this is the way the mesh parts of her outfit work make no sense at all. Like her arms on just the forearms, okay, that's weird. I don't know why you would do that. On the upper torso, sure, it's like a bodysuit, but then it cuts off at the upper part of the yen thong, and then there's gaps on like the outer crotch, upper thighs. Like, why wouldn't it just be a full bodysuit? It's kind of distracting once you realize that there's these select parts of her limbs that just are not covered. And it's not really a suit. It's like stockings on her legs.
You didn't go through that edgy phase where you were like, fishnet's cool and just attached it to your body however you wanted to?
Are you speaking from experience?
I'm not gonna I plead the fifth.
Please. Are y'all done making fun of her? Is it my turn?
Yes, and then we'll
It's
open
my
it up.
turn. Okay. Well, honestly, I hate everything about her. But if I had to pinpoint a couple things, definitely the stupid yen thong because it looks even worse from the back. Believe me. Um, but the thing I probably hate the most is her stupid shoe sock situation. First, she's got the thigh high, like fucking mesh stockings, and then she's got ribbons just around her ankles, not really attached to anything. And then she's got fucking those Japanese socks that have just the one toe.
Tobbies.
I forget. Yeah, toppies. She's wearing those, and it's just like she's not wearing any shoes. She's just a loser weeb. If I did have to say I do like one thing, I do like her ears, even if That's all I can say I like.
I see in the
Yeah,
chat.
she also is not holding her sword properly. She's just kind of like
Yeah, Lion
it's just
Tamer
kind of like
mentioned
glued
that.
to her hand.
Lion Tamer says, "How are you gonna hold a sword without properly gripping the handle?" It almost looks like someone was tossing it at her, and she's kind of deflecting it from her face with her
Yeah, she's like, ah, no, not there.
her right arm.
Who throws a sword, honestly?
To answer naked, Snake, is she a real bunny girl or is she just transformed? She is just transformed. None of the girls have actual bunny parts.
Wait, so are the tail, the cotton ball tails just
That's a part of the
ornamental?
costume. They're
I
ornamental.
assumed as much.
All right, so answer me this, folks who know things about costumes. How are those attached to the yen thong?
Gosh,
They are not. It's called a butt plug, Rocky.
There's supposed to be 3 of them though. That
Yeah,
is
there's
one
3 butt
aggressive
plugs.
decision. Three plugs.
Yeah. It's like you know how like you could get like the brass knuckles and like you've got the brass knuckles and then they can have things on the side. It's like one butt plug, but it's got like 3 things coming out of the back.
Oh my god.
Like you know when you used to plug in a VCR, old man Raku, and it would have the 3 imports of the yellow, white, and red, and those would be the ones that go in the TV. But the other side just goes boop into the butt.
You're describing a reverse splitter butt plug, and I'm not here for it.
Oh no.
No,
If that is a
that's
thing
fair.
that exists, I'm gonna force you to put it on your throne.
No.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If you're gonna put that evil in the world, then you're gonna own it. But
Yeah.
Oh boy.
her
You
shades
will
are kind of
forgive
weird
me.
too. Like it's a
Everything
very
about her is weird.
it's a ninja type design, but when I see ninjas, I don't think shades.
I don't know,
Those
the
are because she's American.
Honestly, I don't mind the shades either. Like,
I mean,
I
it's
can
the
have-
least terrible thing, right?
yeah, it and like I said before, to me the shirt's not aggressively offensive. Like I've seen way worse, especially on ninja-esque characters.
I don't know. I picked her because of her yen thong. And her big
the end thong is
naturals.
dumb.
I thought Wazzy would appreciate.
I appreciate nothing of this. The only thing I appreciated is that when the file opened, she was just like, "Hello, have you met my pussy?" And I was like, "Oh, hello, ma'am."
Hello, ma'am.
It gives whole new
hi
meaning to
there.
the term front facing.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Hydrate. Oh, Froggy's here. Hi, Froggy.
Oh, there's a frog here.
What's up, Froggy?
A moist frogette.
Yeah, getting soggy.
Froggy says, "Get soggy." I hope.
I am.
I hope
I'm
that's
putting
his
it in my
motto.
lungs. Tell your girlfriend I say hello, and I will see her later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ominous.
This is.
Right.
Well, wait, that sounds very ominous. I mean,
That sounds-
in a non-sexual way, but
Oh, you made it
Still.
worse.
Well, Naked's like saying, look at that one ninja girl anime with the water guns. Oh, Kenran Sagra. Yeah, we played that at Extra Life last year.
All right, let me queue up the next one.
think-
Are we done trashing
I
this
think so.
American
I think
Ninja?
we're done.
yeah.
Oh,
All right, we're moving on to for Matt. Okay, I know which
God.
one this is.
Because they were going into the top one, the one from Pink, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Pink gets double duty for describing characters for a round.
I'm gonna say ahead of time. I'm so sorry about how small this picture is. You would not believe how hard it was to find any pictures of this motherfucker.
Scale's all right.
Oh my god. God
is this,
damn it.
Is this from Big Bad Beetleborgs?
It's Metabots.
No, it's from Fighter Riders. It's a really shitty old anime that used to be on TV. I literally do not remember the plot, but I did open up the very first episode of the dump on YouTube, and my god, it is worse than I remember. His name is Hunter Steele, and he travels to, like, God, I don't know, Peru or something. He travels to some fucking jungle-esque place to go into some ruins, to go into the inner world, where he then becomes a spider rider, and he talks really stupid. I don't know how to describe it. He's like, yeah, that's me. I'm the protagonist. And also he like he He looks like a discount bin. Ty from Digimon. That's also why I chose him. I was debating giving this one to Wazi, but I was like, you know what? This one's got spiders. It's for Matt.
Thank
For context, from what I have gathered, Matt does not like spiders.
I super don't like spiders. Luckily, that extends only to IRL. Like, I don't like real life spiders. I can live with this kind of horse shit. Let me know when I can begin.
You can begin.
Dismantling.
Have at
I
it.
have said my piece.
I'm going to begin dismantling this fucking bootleg 4Kids motherfucker. Like, look. Like, I'm having a... Okay, the one thing I do like about him, I like the color palette. I like the color scheme of the blue and the yellow. That looks nice. I dislike the fact that this character, he looks like he's like oh boy, my name's Hunter Steele, and this is my spider. His name's Jimmy. We're gonna go on adventures. Like, that's the kind of fucking character he looks like. He looks like a dumb shit, like... He looks like the dumbest protagonist known to man, cosplaying as, like, a bootleg Dragon Quest protagonist.
Oh
Like,
my god.
His general design is awful. The only thing that I can appreciate about him is the color palette is nice. There.
I'm trying to form opinions, and the more I stare at this kid, the more I want to just slap that weird headband off his head. All right. What I don't like his hair. His hair looks like if Chrono from Chrono Trigger got depression. It is... maybe it's the angle, but I can't make sense of how the hair is supposed to fall, even with the weird headpiece thing he's got. So I can only assume it's like a kind of like a Goku situation, sort of. And then he's got like the little individual long strands on the sides and a really long thing in the back, which I originally thought was part of his armor, but that's like a one long hair tentacle.
He's got a rat tail.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, he does. I didn't even notice that. Fuck.
The design work, I like the design work on his shirt piece thing, that sort of pattern with the little jewel. I think that's a nice accent. We can also talk about the spider too. I think Matt avoided talking about it specifically, but I think the spider creature is interesting. Are they supposed to be robots, Pink? Are they mechanical? Or are they like...
Well, if they're entirely mechanical, but they are sentient, and they have personalities, and they talk.
So they're like organic but armored. They're not robots.
I cannot recall, but I think they're organic.
I think the spider design's kind of cool. I like the mix of colors and the gold accents. Kind of reminds me of a Zoids creature, just in bug form. All right, we'll go around the table to Pink. Since you picked the character, I'm sure you'll have nothing but positive things to say.
Well, I think he's just a swell little guy. I like his stupid little rat tail. The end.
Why do you like things that I hate?
I'm kidding. Okay. Well, I like the colors, as been studied before. I like the colors. I like how his pink hair contrasts nicely with I think it contrasts nicely with all the blues and the whites. So that's what I like. His outfit, he doesn't... if I looked at him, I honestly wouldn't know what the fuck I was looking at. Like, if I didn't know what this was, I'd be like, who is this generic boy? What does he do? I don't know. I can't tell. He has no flavor, no spice, no pizzazz. He's boring and ugly.
Yeah.
Bland.
Like, if he was a spice, he'd be flour. Like, he looks boring.
Flowers are not a spice, but I do get your point. That's pretty good. All right, Wazzy. Can you look up from your phone for a sec?
Yeah, I just...
You've been called out a couple times in chat. I saw Lion Tamer a couple lines up saying, "I swear Wazzy just keeps looking at Wooloo pics while everyone is talking. That's just rude."
It's like I'm in a Pokemon raid. I'm raiding Pokemon. That's what I'm doing under here. There's a Pokemon battle, and I'm playing it. This anime seminar has got good Pokemon around, you guys. You should check your Pokemon Go. Anyway, Um, his what I like about him, I do. You know what? Contrary to other opinions, I actually kind of like his headband because it's got the little googly eyes on it, and it just kind of helps. Like even though it would help bring it in more if his spider also had those kind of googly eyes. But you know what? I'm gonna give it to him anyway. Um, I do not like his entire uh boot get up here because it's just like a round circle with a heel on it. And he also has knee pads on them. Um I don't even have any complaints about his spider. His spider looks pretty rad. It looks like it's got rockets and stuff and like a jaw blade. So like I don't even have anything mean to say about his spider, just his stupid fucking boots. And his rat tail, to echo everybody else, the rat tail. Yeah, I don't like.
I thought you were gonna say you like the rat tail because it reminds you of a worm on a string.
No, I actually don't like rat
No.
tails, if I'm being honest. No. No. I grew up in a very redneck town. No.
No.
No, I don't like it.
If we're opening it up, can I make a kind of specific complaint that I don't know if anyone else noticed, but some people in chat have noticed with the armor designs. This dude's gloves and boots have no joints. The way
Yeah,
they're
they look like they're like fabric.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
they look
Boots
like
are
they're
all fat.
yeah, they're solid pieces with no articulation. So I imagine like he just stiff arm like semi T pose walks around because there's no bending articulation on his ankles or his wrists. Like Red
No, his
Dragon
left
says,
wrist looks like it does have articulation. It looks like a bendy straw.
Oh, that thing on his wrist is actually like the thing that makes him a spider rider. It's the Chosen One's Digi-Destined tool thingy.
Oh, I hate.
It's a
Why
bracelet.
couldn't you let it just have him bendy straw articulation so he could move one of his wrists?
his design is very symmetrical though. There are no weird accessories on one side or like a specific pattern. The whole thing is very uniform, which is kind of unusual for like an anime character.
Yeah, but I'm not complaining about that.
No, it's
I-
fine, but it is kind of weird when you think, well, that one thing there isn't a design feature; it's just his plot device, essentially.
It helps when animating if people are symmetrical, because then you can reuse the same assets, just flip it to the other side.
Yeah.
When the scene calls for it. So like technically I'm not even gonna hate on the fact that he's symmetrical, especially if he's coming from an animated show.
Well, let's get a professional opinion, Pink. If you've seen this, how's the animation?
It's old. It's like early 2000s anime, like weekly anime, so it's not good.
Oh, it hurts my soul to hear people call 2000s anime old now.
I know it hurts, but like you gotta roll with the punches, man.
Technically 2050 is closer to us now than 2020 or than
than
2000
1990.
was. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2050 is close to the 1990.
Yeah. Think about that for a minute.
Eric Salamander saying he looks like the girl from Dinosaur King.
Oh jeez.
Red Dragon in chat is calling me old.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
rude.
yeah, and the ground is made of floor.
Yeah.
You guys have to
That-
come up with better bits eventually.
I mean, it's not really a bit if you keep doing it. Like, I think it would be a bit if you weren't like so on board with it.
Yeah. This is a bit that we didn't perpetuate. You started it.
Get off my lawn!
Yeah, every stream,
Yeah.
I'm on my back.
Yeah. Every day you roll up on stream, you're like, I'm old. Youngins, are you already be told about when we used to play with just rocks? That's you.
Thanks, folks.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, are we done with Spider Boy?
I think we're done with
Said
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Hunter Steel.
Goodbye,
Did you
Hunter
know-
Steel from
Did you know-
Four Kids.
Did you notice how his name is spelled? Steel.
Oh, you steal
I
with an
hate it.
E.
E.
Steal with
Yeah,
an
it-
extra E at the end. Steely.
Steely.
That's a porn star name. Come on, Hunter Steel.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
I think
no.
that's Lexington Steel.
Oh no, am I first with all of them? I am. Oh god.
All
We
right.
just chose names that are alphabetically closer to the end, except for me with you. Like,
Who's next, Rocket?
I am next. I
Oh,
see.
Jesus. Ooh.
thanks, I hate it.
Otomachi Una.
Una. So I don't have much info about her.
How come I'm going to jail first?
Yeah.
I don't have much info on her except she's a Vocaloid. She's one of the. She's not new, but she's new than like the main ones. I had known nothing about her when she so.
Vocaloid, huh?
Yeah, it's a Vocaloid. That's why I asked you if you knew any Vocaloids.
Not the current gen ones. I know a bunch of the older ones.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this one's new, right? Right?
All right. Well, I guess I am first. I like her overall base color palette. The dark colors in the hair and kind of matching the hat. The problem on the flip side is that the color palette diverges wildly as soon as you get past her torso. And it's a little distracting. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe if there were just less neon bits and it was just more kind of dark greens or dark gray black with green highlights. But yeah, on the one hand, the blue palette I like, but the rest of it is kind of distracting. Oh, I see. We're getting static from Pink's line.
Sorry, I got a call. I had to close it. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, so my gripes are kind of with the base palette shades and then the weird other bits. Let's go around to. Okay, we're gonna go back in order to Pink. Yeah, I guess you're kind of on point for a lot of this in the first round.
I hate. You know how we were just talking about Hunter was very symmetrical? I hate how unsymmetrical she is. Like, nothing matches the other side basically anywhere in her design, and it kind of annoys me. Like, fine in some places, but having it on the entire design just kind of annoys my eyeballs. What I like that she's wearing clothes.
That
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
like?
Yeah. Okay. You know you are not wrong about that.
Remember back to our last session where we had the one Atelier character who had like the single mercy flap of cloth on her chest, and
Yeah.
you're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japan, can you just not Japan?
Yeah.
It's your turn, Wazzy. Go off.
Line Tamer
Yay.
says her hat looks like an electric version of Quillfish from Pokemon.
Oh.
Oh shit, you're right.
I actually dig her shoes. I like them. And if I could walk in heels, I would wear those.
Reminds me of those
At least
neon
they're, like,
Raver
more-
shoes.
they're more platformy, so I possibly could. But anyway, other than that, she looks like somebody's teen little sister just heard about anime and decided to just fucking do everything all at once. She looks like she fell into like a raver closet and then crawled her shitty body out and just was like, "Cut! Waiting for the cut!" And just God, I also just realized now that the thing I thought was a vest is not at all a vest. It is actually a full-on jacket, just with the sleeves all cut up, and I also hate that.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like a cold shoulder
I
type
hate
thing.
this. I hate this. Pink, how dare you? This is
I
the
chose
official
good.
war crime. All
I
right.
chose good this time.
All right, Matt, your turn. You're
Yeah.
up.
I actually dig her like little side half skirt cape, butt cape thing. Like I just do generally appreciate like the half skirt or the half butt cape aesthetic in general on characters. I I think it looks really nice. However, her general color palette and her mismatches overall reminds me very much of like the RAR XD scene girl of the early 2000s in the most derogatory fashion.
Oh
Like
God.
it's very much RAR XD scene girl. That is what I get from this character.
It's like she has a gradient on her hair instead of the raccoon stripe thingies.
Oh, if only.
Yeah, yeah, basically it's just a gradient instead of raccoon stripes. Other than that, it's no like. Oh, I guess I don't mind. I actually don't mind the jacket except for the sleeves. Wazzy ruined the sleeves for me because I didn't notice that until it was too late.
Yeah, I know. I was just staring at it and I realized it's a full ass jacket with just like the shoulders cut out, and then also it only goes down to her elbows and then it just flares out.
Yeah, it's like a 3/4. It looks like it has zippers on like the. Because if you look at her left, our right, it looks like the rest of the sleeves unzips. It looks like, and the shoulders unzip as well. So it's even more scene kid.
I think the jacket is supposed to be like a variation on like an orchestral conductor suit.
I could see it. Yeah, yeah.
It's got like the musical marks and notations. Yeah, aside from the weird shoulder thing, which I didn't realize they had zippers until you mentioned, and I zoomed in, and the fact that you
Yeah, they
have
zip.
you have shoulder slits that unzip. I do not like that.
Nobody liked that.
I also like. I think someone else mentioned the butt cape, like the weird like quarter cape. I would
Yeah.
like to know where it's attached.
It looks like it's attached to the top like neon colored belt.
Like sewn into the inside or something, and then it goes around
Yeah.
the back. You could see part of the cape behind her too, like an edge
Yeah.
of it directly behind. That's
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's attached to that one the one glowy belt, and the other belt is like kind of both on top and like it looks like it's on top of it, but like looped weird.
on the topic of scene kids. The lower belt again. We're getting into
Oh,
the
the
Murder
studded
territory.
belt. Oh
The
yeah.
studded belt.
Once again.
Yeah, and she's got the studded bracelet too. So she definitely had her older brother take her to Hot Topic, and she's like, I'm buying everything. And
Yeah.
well, she's not throwing up the horns. She's throwing up the "I love you" sign because she's got the thumb out. She'd be at least 10% cooler in my book if she had the thumb in and she was doing the horns.
Yeah, if she's doing the horns, that would actually be pretty baller. That would immediately increase the character's likability.
I wish less colors. You know, like if you look at her, like if you don't take in all of her at once and you take in like bits and pieces, like she's got the black and then the bright neon green on a bunch of parts of her, and like that's really cool. But then they start mixing in like white and pink, and then blue and yellow everywhere else, and it's like, couldn't you have just picked one third color and been done with it? Because like
I think
I think it would have been really cool
the keyboard
if she matched
stocking.
a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. The keyboard stocking on her left leg could have worked if it was like a mix of white and black, like actual piano keys,
Yeah,
instead
I
of
think that would have been really cool.
instead of magenta. Just take all the magenta accents out of like her skirt, the weird stocking, and just make them like a dark gray or something closer to the dark shades, the black shades on her outfit.
Or even
And-
like a deep navy blue, like a darker blue than her hair. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, because the pink accents really clash, and they're only in a couple spots.
Like it's on her hat, her face, and like the red on the tie too. Like there's barely any red in her design, and where it is, it's just like, eh.
And that's
yeah,
a design.
yeah,
I'd like
it's
to
very much
redesign
like
her someday.
yeah, and
She's
like
so ugly.
looking at the colors on it, she almost has every color of the rainbow in her design.
Almost.
What is her
Like-
hat supposed to be?
I have no fucking clue. I think it's a fish.
It's a little happy guy.
Yeah. Design wise, it doesn't bother me. I'm just kind of curious as to what the design is supposed to be like. I thought it was a slime at first.
Yeah, like a Dragon
maybe
Quest slime.
maybe it's supposed to be like an eel because like electricity. She's got like electricity motives, so
If you
Maybe it's
zoom
an
out
eel.
and then kind of unfocus your eyes on the little face on top, it looks like she's got a big blue fro.
I don't like that the hat does match her hair color too closely. Like, if she did have a fro, that would be cool. But, like, no, she doesn't. It's just an ugly hat.
All right. That's quite a pick.
I cursed every single one of you.
Yep, you're on fire today, Pink.
Yeah.
All right, but now it's your turn to suffer.
Oh,
So
it's my turn to suffer. Oh, good.
It's your round 2.
Okay. Oh, shit.
okay, we're going to entry number 2 in Pink's folder.
See, I like the game that this character is from. I really love this game.
It is a good game, and this is a really good character too. Let me load it up here, and I will explain. We've got Kefka Palazzo from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, it showed up in a different order than mine. Okay, then we'll use. Yeah, no, I love this game too.
This
Tell
this
me
character,
about our boy.
This is Kefka, the main antagonist from FF6, which is my favorite Final Fantasy. Kefka is kind of like the FF equivalent of the Joker. He is got a real clown motif, and his story is that he was a magic knight in service of the Empire, and he was one of the first experiments of infusing regular people with magic, since regular people didn't have the ability to use magic. And it made him insane. And as a result, he is a psycho. But he's
Oh, no.
he's an incredible villain. He's probably one of the best video game villains of all time, in my opinion, because he does some heinous stuff. But his whole thing is kind of like chaos, burn the world down type thing.
Yeah, like, and he's from one of the few Final Fantasies where, for a while, the villain wins.
My God. Clowns unite.
This is Nomura's depiction of Kafka from, I think, Dissidia.
Yes.
And the original ones from like the old game have really cool art too. This one's a little bit more fleshed out. It's easier to kind of look at.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would definitely recommend, if you like this design, check out the original art by Yoshitaka Amano. Also phenomenal. But that's Amano art.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
very little that he does that isn't good.
his art is godlike. And I was introduced to it from this particular game and seeing the characters. Very, very interesting style. But yeah, go ahead, Pink. What do you think of Psycho Clown Man?
My first thought was, oh no, not another evil clown. What's this you fuckers and showing me evil clowns? Why can't they be good? Design wise, I actually kind of dig him quite a bit, actually. Like, I have very little complaints about his overall design, like, because I can see he's meant to be this whimsical guy. He's a whimsical clown. And I like that. It really shows through the art. I guess if I had to nitpick, I'd like to swap the purple sleeve with the pink polka dots to his shorts. Make the shorts pink polka dotty or purple with pink polka dots, and then just make the other sleeve red too. Just because he's also wearing red, like a red butt cape slash thingy going on, I think it would look better if those swapped. But yeah, he's kind of fun. He's fun to look at.
He's a pretty fun villain. One of the iconic things from Kefka that I know Matt will remember is he has a really iconic laugh.
Yeah.
He has this like cackling, whooping laugh sound effect that's played like almost every scene he shows up in the game.
Oh my
And
God.
it's kind of like his entry whenever he comes in to ruin things. You hear him cackling in the background, and then he shows up to cause trouble.
Okay. Well, overall, I like him. So it's Wazzy's turn to dissect the man.
The thing I've really always liked about Kefka is his hair doodad. I think that's real neat, and like especially you can see in this art, you can see how fucking intricate it is.
Many birds died for that thing.
Many birds died, and it's just it's fancy, you know. It's just like he's like especially with other Final Fantasies, you see like the villain is like the dark, broody kind of motherfucker, and then this guy just shows up and is like, oh, motherfuckers. A thing I don't like, is how much he's got going on. Like, even just like if he could like simplify a couple of the colors, I would be super happy with that. Just because it kind of hurts the face to look at after a while.
Bit of an
Sarlat
eye
says,
burner.
looks American. Hey
Yeah.
now, you're an all-star.
Yeah. Fuck Americans, am I right? Yeah. Anyway, Matt, you're up.
See, I have so much love for this character because FF6 is probably my favorite Final Fantasy as well.
My man.
Easily my favorite 2D Final Fantasy. So knowing the character, I absolutely love him. Like design wise, it's just one of those like he looks whimsical, but you could see the intent of the design of the malice that the character has. Like, yeah, he looks whimsical, but you know he's up to some shady shit. I If I had to pick something that kind of like threw me off, it's his boots. It's the little curly pointy toes and the fact that they're asymmetrical in height. Like one goes up to just below his knee and one only goes halfway up his calf, and that kind of wonks on me. And just as a side picture, if we decide to show a second one of him, a fun fact about Kefka he's actually also a raid boss in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh my god. I
And
was going to say, I am looking at it. I like him better in 3D.
See,
Yeah.
Fine Apple Ryan's peacing out for the evening. Thanks for stopping by,
Bye,
dude.
Pineapple.
Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you for
Ryan.
stopping by, chatting. It's good seeing you.
Yep, if you want to see how much we argue about stuff, you can always check the VOD here on Twitch or on the YouTube channel. Our opinions will be preserved for all eternity.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like knowing his gameplay is phenomenal. Knowing his theme, just his general theme as a character is really cool.
Dancing
I would
Mad.
also highly recommend listening to his theme song, Dancing Mad. Very good song. But yeah, no, I love this character. His design is perfect for who he is.
Yeah. I agree with everything everyone said so far. What I like about Kefka's design, and it's intentionally chaotic because his character is chaotic. It's very different in sort of intent from everybody else in FF6. And it's very distinct and iconic for him in the story. One thing that bugs me that I didn't really notice up till now is that he has one short.
One short.
Oh God, you're right. It is one short pant and one long pant.
Yeah, so on his right leg.
Matt, where do you think Eject gets his style from?
Oh shit, you're right.
At first I thought it was a two-toned, like, kind of pantaloon deal, but I think it's just cut off. And then he has blue tights. So we can assume his tights are probably multicolored too, knowing this guy. But that's the one weirdly inconsistent thing about his design. His right arm glove is kind of confusing too.
Yeah, he does wear different gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must take this guy a long time to get dressed.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
this
definitely.
isn't one outfit. I like to think the collared stripy thing is part of like the main coat, which is what the butt cape and everything is kind of connected to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a court jester. I think was their intent, was like to take the idea of the clown-like court jester, make it a lot more flamboyant and intricate, and then go buck wild with the colors. And
Colorful boy.
I think that really shows through.
Also, I have to say, Lion Tamer is like, when did the guy from Hunter x Hunter get a new wardrobe? No, Hisoka and this guy would totally make out on the beach.
Oh yeah, totally.
They would totally get frisky. I could see it.
And then someone would get stabbed.
Yes.
Everyone would get stabbed.
Everybody.
Everybody getting stabbed here.
I think they would laugh about it too. They'd have a good time. I think they would be good together. Not for everybody else, but for each other.
Yeah. That is a toxic relationship, but in the good way, I guess.
It's toxic for everybody around them, but
I
not
thought-
each other.
I thought they wouldn't be able to be in a relationship because Kefka's not a child.
No, it's not that Hisoka's attracted to children. He's just attracted to like he gets horny over the very concept of battling strong people and stuff like that.
I've
He's
heard
a freak though. He's
I've
a
heard
freak.
that. Yeah,
He's a super freak.
I'm pretty sure Kefka is not attracted to anything unless it's pure destruction.
Yeah,
Organs.
he is murder sexual. Like he like
Oh.
That's a pretty
Oh
good
my
way to
God.
describe it.
yeah. I mean, spoiler alert for what a almost 30-year-old game at this point, I think, if not already. I mean, he does poison and murder an entire city for shits and giggles.
Oh my God! Go slay, King, slay.
He
I like him.
he
I like
kills
him more now.
everybody, the adults, the children, and his own army that's in the city of Doma. He poisons all of them.
Yeah, he poisons his own people. He's like, ha, fuck you.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? It would be really funny if everyone died, and then everyone died. He's like, oh, this is great. I love it.
Get stick bugged, idiots.
I'm pretty sure like the term murder boner was specifically coined after this guy.
Oh my
almost
God.
definitely. And like I said before, in this game, in FF6, this is one of the games where the villain wins, and it's Kefka technically wins. Because he destroys the world because he thinks it would be really cool to see what would happen if the world was destroyed, basically.
Yep.
I just thought of a good joke. I'm gonna have to save this for later. It's irrelevant to our conversation.
Put it in the Discord.
Yes,
Oh.
I am right now.
Oh, I apologize. FF6 is not 30 years old. It is 28 as of last Saturday.
And for folks watching who maybe have never played FF6 and have heard people talking about it, the Pixel remaster that's come out is very, very good. Watching
Yeah.
Wooly and Reggie of Castle Super Beast playing through it, it's a really, really good remake or
Remastered.
upgraded port remaster, and the soundtrack just bangs. I'm still trying to find it, Matt. I'm still trying to find someone who's uploaded a rip of the soundtrack. The remixes they did for a Pixel remaster are so good.
Yeah, that reminds me, I need to go add that to my wish list.
Go look up the remix on your own time of the Velt. The Velt remix is so good.
Ooh.
It's insane. Like, yeah, really, really good game and really good characters. All
I'm
right,
talking about Kafka and his beautiful, beautiful face
Kefka, not
and his
Kafka.
gorgeous little. What are you talking about? I said it right.
You
I
said
said his name.
Kafka.
Yeah,
You
Kafka?
definitely did not, but you know what? I'm on your side, Pink. It's fine.
It's Kafka.
he's not a bug.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, we are moving on to Wazzy.
Why is
Oh
he-
boy,
Design number 2.
um,
This one was picked
Ooh.
by Matt.
my holder. Oh boy, I don't like any of this. Which one is it? Which one am I clicking?
Marsh Raduju?
Yeah.
Oh
Marsh
god.
Rajuju. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck am I
Yeah.
looking at?
Is this FF Tactics?
Oh,
This is specifically Marsh from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance,
Ah,
which is its own game.
I never did play that.
The main
It's a lot.
character.
going. Sorry, there's a lot going on here.
there's a lot going on.
Real quick, before Matt
Uh,
gives the intro, did you pick this one as unintentionally like opposite in facing energy to the one Pink picked for Wazzy?
I picked mine first, so Pink
Yeah.
picked opposite energy of mine.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. All right, please
Because
give
I
me.
had my characters in right after you had yours. You were first. I was second.
I was last.
I see Sour Lads taking off. Later, Sour.
Hi,
Hi,
Sour.
Sour.
Hey, Sour, thanks for stopping by.
I also appreciate Eric going the fuck with those legs.
All right, what's this dude's deal, Matt?
Marsh is the main character of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, the much more disliked tactics game sequel of Final Fantasy Tactics. General gist of the story is this guy and a couple of his friends get sucked into the fantasy world of Evilise and end up trying to fight to find their way home. Marsh is the main character. You control him throughout the majority of the game. He's he's not necessarily, he's relatively naive, and near the end of the game, kind of a bastard.
Oh,
Like he kind of develops into more of a dick to the end of the game.
I thought you meant
Wow.
like his parents die or something.
There's no parent death, if I remember correctly, in this game.
In this one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the general gist of his character, is that he's now being forced to be an adventurer trying to find his way home out of Evilise.
Okay, there is a lot going on here, and I don't.
Line Tamer says pizza cutter. Red Dragon says it
Yeah.
looks like he has 5 phones.
Yeah, that's what I was about to. Okay, I'm gonna say one thing I like, and then I'm just gonna kind of touch on something that if nobody mentions this, I will lose my dang old mind. Okay, I like that his hat is kind of like a little blue mage hat. I like that, like it's the hood.
Mm.
Looks like a blue mage hat, so I really like that. That's adorable. And yes, his weapon is a pizza cutter. Don't know how I feel about that, but he's got his wallet here. His wallet with like 5 cards in it, 5 metal cards in it, and it's tied together with a bolo tie.
oh.
And it's just that entire setup there is the most ridiculous looking thing I've fucking seen, and I hate it. I hate it. There's just so much going on there. Also, quick side note, but he's got them cheeks. I don't know if you want to zoom
He's
in on
double.
that or not,
He's
Raku.
double cheeked up.
Yeah, he's all cheeked up, but
Going
yeah.
to the bakery.
Yeah, he's got them buns out. Sun's out, buns out, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and none of it I like.
And he's 21 years old.
He's
And-
21.
No,
Yeah.
I
he's
thought
like,
this was a toddler.
he's like, I'll double check.
It's like 32.
Oh my god. He's older than me. If he's older than me, I'll cry.
Anyway, you're up next, Matt, because I can't. There's just too
Yeah.
much going on, and if I'm allowed to go on, I will continue and rip this man apart.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
But-
I'll go next. Also, his age is about 12 to 14.
Oh, okay, so he is a
Oh.
toddler. Okay.
Yeah, he's like barely a teenager.
Get
Yeah,
some more baggy pants.
Get some baggier pants. What I do like about him, I do like just the color scheme of him, where it's very much like the blues and browns of like an adventurer. It's kind of a nice touch. It's kind of cool. What I dislike, honestly, is the shorts, where it's just like it's hiked up halfway up his torso, but then they're also like extra short, and also he's double cheeked up, and also he has like his belts are stupid. Like
He's
there's nothing I like about the middle of his body.
All right. Question on the weapon. What does the weapon do? Is it supposed to be a sword? Like a weird shaped sword?
I believe so. I don't believe it actually pizza cutters. It's just shaped like one.
I kind of like the design of it, even though I can't tell what it's supposed to be for, because it almost looks like it's made of glass. It's transparent, right? You could see his right arm through it on the other side. So I'm gonna assume it's made of some sort of transparent glass-like material.
It's like glassy-ish.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a neat design, even though I can't tell what it's for. One thing I don't like, because it's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me zoom in on the stream here first.
Well, I wonder for you to say what I wanted to say. I feel like you are. Okay.
The metal on his leg looks like a cross-eyed Donald Duck.
Oh my god. That's not what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say it looked like a quarter he was saving for later to call his mom, but
Yeah, but if you look at the design, especially from far away and then zoom in, it looks like a front-facing Donald Duck with like the bill looking like cross-eyed. And it is very distracting now that I notice it.
The little guy. It's just a little guy.
Like, this dude's...
Yeah.
left leg is just one big metallic hazard. If there was a lightning storm, he would be in a lot of trouble.
I think he's definitely weak to thunder damage. Eric, I would bully him. Do it.
I mean,
Bully
yeah.
him.
Who wouldn't bully this kid? Like, look at him.
All right,
Okay.
we're moving on to Pink.
Okay, so I'm surprised nobody has said anything about it yet, but Raku, can you zoom in on his leg situation? Like around the cheeks downwards, perhaps? Like, okay, that's a good spot. Okay, so if you look at his thigh and then you look at where his knee should be and where his calves are, there's something wrong there. Can you all see it? Because if you
Yep.
look, it looks like his knee is at right the top of his fancy little boots. But if you look down at the bottom of the big white lip, there's his knee again.
He's double jointed, okay?
He's part chocobo.
He's digitigrade. Oh, he's got two fucking knees. I hate it. The anatomy there is so bad.
That is really not something I would have noticed. But yeah, it's true.
I didn't notice that right away, yeah.
It was the first thing I noticed. I was like, what is wrong with his legs?
That could have been fixed by taking the leather strap things that are poking out and then just having them wrapped around like the joint part on the knee. So there's only like one pinched section. That would kind of alleviate that whole problem.
It looks really awkward, and like his whole boot situation I absolutely hate. Like the dark leather part is just, oh my god, what is happening with his legs? I don't know.
Eric says, I think they cut his legs and those are false feet.
Oh, he's an
Pegs.
amputee. He's a double amputee. Go
We're
him.
making fun of him. Oh god.
We can make fun of amputees.
They do sort of look
It's
like
equal.
bowling pins.
It's equality, you know.
Equality.
It's equality. As for the thing I like, I was gonna agree with Raku. I do like his giant pizza cutter. It's really ridiculous, but I kind of like it. It's kind of charming. Also, has anybody else noticed he's obviously everybody has, but his stupid coins everywhere, all over his body. Just what are those things?
It looks like the Donald Duck coins are actually like protective things strapped to his legs.
Oh no, I just noticed another bad anatomy. Look at his far right shoulder. What is happening with his back?
Oh yeah, that's fucked up too.
Oh,
jeez.
his neck is distended like a good
Yeah,
good like 40 degrees outwards from his body. Because yeah, you could see both pauldrons on the other side of his hood.
Oh no.
Also, Matt, I have a question about this character.
Yes.
What's going on with his face? Is that intentional or not?
How do you mean, like the cheek thing?
Yeah, the weird cheek thing. Is that?
That's a design. That's a design thing, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because all the characters have it.
He's blushing
Okay,
because
right.
He caught you staring at the goods.
He's
like,
like,
oh my.
Are you looking at my thick booty?
Don't browse the bakery if you ain't gonna buy.
I mean, I guess.
These buns are soft and fresh, right out of the oven. Because he's a toddler.
And they're very hot and they're very crossed and they're very buns. Boy, that shoulder thing is egregious now that I look at that, Pink.
Oh
Yeah, like if you just stop and you just look at his body proportions for a hot minute, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this man?
Do you know if this is
Are you okay?
Is this Nomura, Matt?
I don't know if this is Nomura. Let me double check.
It kind of looks like older Nomura. There's a pretty decent amount of straps and belts on this lad. But yeah, in the proportions, if you think of like the Kingdom Hearts and the Musashi designs we saw, how they have kind of like the really thin limbs that kind of go into more larger, exaggerated digits and whatnot. Definitely seems Nomura-esque.
The judge art was Akihiko Yoshida. General character designs was Ryoma Ito.
Interesting. It's a funky design. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's not horrible compared to some other ones we've seen, but there's some funky things with it when you look really close.
There's a lot wrong with this boy. There's something ain't right with that boy.
That boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
Dad. All right, this was Wazzy's.
Let's remove this clown off the screen.
All right, we're rotating back to Matt.
Matt.
All right.
Ah, yeah, this was the one I'm assuming you saw earlier. Let us grab Matt's second entry.
Oops. Am I staticky? Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of feedback. I can hear it on my end.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what that is.
All right, let me put this here. All right. So this one was chosen by me. Eric says Fire Emblem. This is not from Fire Emblem. This is Maxim from Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals on Super Nintendo. One of my favorite RPGs of all time from the SNES era. And
Bryce, did you two just fucking pick this so that you could fucking talk about Lufia 2 for another 45 years?
what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by the Philistines,
The peanut gallery.
I recently learned that Matt also really likes this RPG, and
I love this RPG. It is in like my top 5 RPGs of all time.
I don't find a lot of people played it. It's kind of an underground classic on the SNES library compared to, FF6, Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, like the big names. But Lufia 2 is rad, and it's an awesome game. This design, I should have put like a date stamp on it. This is from, I want to say, the 90s when it was drawn, because that's when the game came out. And this is the main character, the protag for Lufia 2. His default name is Maxim. You can call him whatever you want. And he is kind of a knight/fighter type character, like physical attacker. And so he has armor and uses a sword as his primary weapon. And so I will hand it off to Matt to have the first round.
Yeah, because real talk, no, I love this game. I like this character, like just in general. He's a cool character. And yeah, this game came out February 1995. It was its initial release date. So that gives you an idea of the age of this design. Like, it's one of those things that looking at this design, but in the more action pose that's on the original box art, it looks really good. But when you get into a static pose, some of it starts. I'll agree. As I love the game, but this is very much the design kind of falls apart when he's just standing straight, like still and prone. Where it's I do like the old school RPG stylization of the armor, but once again it kind of falls apart from the fact that it's an asymmetrical artsy design, whereas had they just gone with the design and gone with something that's a bit more classic with the armor, I feel like it would have gone over better. Just the fact that it's more asymmetrical and artsy just kind of falls apart when it's in a prone pose.
Red Dragon says, looks like you can defeat him by kicking him in the boys.
I mean, you can defeat most men by kicking them in the boys.
I think more that his crotchal area is not guarded the way that this
not in the slightest.
is designed. Okay. Good point.
I'll let you go next.
Yeah, and so this is definitely an older style of like a manga type design. If it kind of reminds me of the designs of an old series. Well, I'm dating myself yet again, but an old series called Bastard. It had a couple episode OVA and was a manga. It's like a medieval era, kind of anti-hero protagonist set up with a whole bunch of metal references, interestingly enough. But the kind of weirdly textured and almost organic shell-like armor outfit is what I see here in Maxim's design. When this game was remade and re-released in the mid-2000s, they redesigned all the characters from top to bottom. They're a bit more contemporary, like, anime sensibilities that we kind of know now. But, and I forget the character designer, I didn't write it down for this one. It's just kind of an interesting look at a past aesthetic. So for me, I like the color palette on Maxim's armor. I like that it doesn't really go any weird places. It's mostly kind of this burnt metal color, and then he's got kind of lighter bracers and leg pieces. I don't like his cape. His cape, I don't know if they committed to a design, because it looks almost like fleshy texture and wings. He's not an angel. He's just a dude. But like, it looks like he's got dragon wings for a cape, which could be interesting if you really committed to the design. But the texturing is weird, so I could pass on the cape. We can move on to Pink.
A hard time deciding what I like about him. So I guess I'll just start by saying he has really pathetically small hands. I don't like his little hands. He's got them baby fists.
He's got the opposite of yaoi hands.
To hold his little stick of a sword. Like if you look at the handle of his sword.
He's got Yuri fingers.
Oh no, he's got them little lady fingers. Yeah, I guess what I do like is on the opposite spectrum of Raku is I kind of like his weird cape. It's very ugly, but I like it. Like, I don't know.
You can kind of see at the
kind of vibing.
The trailing edges, you can see like claws, like little claw things like you'd see on a monster wing.
It's like metal caps.
Yeah.
I can kind of dig it.
Interesting design choice.
On to you, Wazzy. Tear him apart, please.
I really like the armor accents because he's got the blue, and then it's got like the red, kind of yellow explosions. Is kind of like, it kind of looks like a sunrise or some shit going on with his color scheme, and I really actually like that. I was gonna talk about his boots, but I'm not. I am instead gonna talk about how he looks like. Oh Christ, Matt will know what I'm talking about better. But like I think it's Leafield, the comic artist.
Oh,
like,
Rob Liefeld?
Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, that guy. That draws the tits just fucking massive on dudes, and it kind of looks like that's what's happening here.
Head needs to be smaller.
That's fucking bothering me. It's just fucking bothering me the way he's positioned here, because he just looks awkward. Like this one leg that's, I guess, that would be his left leg. It's just like kind of weirdly portioned out, and then his chest is like half turned to us. I don't know if it's just like this one drawing, but he's very fucking oddly positioned, and I don't like it.
I also just noticed, once again, bad knee anatomy. Look how long his thighs are in comparison. Like his knees feel like they're way too low on his leg.
My God, he's got tiny little shins.
He's got disproportionate thighs and like extra long thighs and extra short shins in this art. It's, oh boy.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Love this game, but this art is wanting.
It's a little dated. If you take his speaking of proportions, I just noticed it's sort of kind of neutral-ish. He might be tilted slightly to the side closest to the camera, but if you were to put his left arm, the right arm in the picture, down all the way, it would reach just past his crotch. That means his legs are like 5 feet long.
Yeah, he has like insanely long legs.
I wonder why that was such a common trope of older manga and anime designs, like really long limbs.
Yeah, like this is some clamp bullshit here. Like,
that is interesting.
Of his dumb belt, because I think his belt is really dumb.
You talking about the 3 straps?
Yeah.
I don't think that's supposed to be a belt. I think it's supposed to
Oh.
be like a torso piece.
yeah,
It's like wrapped around. He doesn't have a waist, like a belt piece, which is kind of weird. That's why it's a little bit hard to tell where his midsection ends. you can only really tell he's got a crotch because of the shading. Like, if you look at his body, his torso itself is also, here, let me zoom in and cut off where, like, his torso would end. Like, if that's the crotch right there, from neck to crotch, that is a really long body. A disproportionately long boy. Here,
You know,
I'll
he looks
leave
like
it like that.
He looks like you could push him over really easy, like really top heavy. Like, you know, you can just poke him and then he goes woo, and then falls down the stairs comically.
Skip leg day.
He always skipped leg day.
Also, I feel like he's the prime minister of silly walks. Like
Oh my god.
like like I said, like with thighs that long and shins that short, no matter how you walk, it's gonna look funky. Also, the fact that I'm pretty sure the blue outfit is just a jumpsuit. Which to be fair also lends a lot to the age of the design. Where very much like that was kind of a thing with like heroes to be wearing just like one color and it looks like it's one piece.
It's not a skin tight suit though. It's
Thank
definitely
God.
a loose fitting like jumper type thing.
Yeah.
His sword is kind of weird too. Now that I'm looking at it,
Yeah,
he uses kind of like standard broadsword type weapons in the game, from what I remember. But his sword is it almost looks like, I don't know how many of you folks have read Berserk. I've been
How
reading
dare you?
I've been reading a lot of
How dare you bring
Berserk.
Berserk into this? Don't you dare try and besmirch Berserk.
You know the character
Whatever is
Serpico?
gonna come up. Is that the Wind Boy? I can't remember.
Yeah,
the name
he's
of
got a blade that's made of like feathers that are kind of intertwined. It looks like a feather blade.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what his sword reminds me of.
Honestly, it looks like picked bones to me. Like he found like a really long bone and then he just kind of carved it into the shape of a sword.
It's a Monster Hunter weapon.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting stylistic choice because he doesn't really use like bizarre swords in the game.
Honestly, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like a strong weapon at all. It looks really frail and delicate and weak. Because like the hilt and the hand part and the handguard just are pathetically small. Like it looks like he'd have a hard time even holding it properly.
I see in the chat, Lion Tamer says his thighs look like he went through that surgery where you cut your legs apart and leave a metal pole, let them heal so you get height. Oh, the height increasing surgery.
Yeah.
And then Red Dragon
Yeah, I
says,
tried that. It didn't work very well.
to me, hips upwards looks like he is turning, and legs are just straight. Like the body's twisted essentially. Yeah.
He's also got a nothing face too. He's staring at nothing. His head is empty.
Yeah, I
He's
mean
just posing weird.
his face does look a little bit like you took a normal sized face and just give it a little bit of a vertical smish, just a little one.
Me.
Yeah, when they remade this game, like I said, they took the design and they made it a lot more kind of contemporary. If you just Google like Maxim Lufia 2, you'll see a bunch of different designs, and the one where he's got kind of like a jacket is from the remake. And like they changed it changed the entire character. But the rest of the character designs in the old art for Lufia 2 is in this style. Like I wanted to pick one of the female characters, the female lead, and maybe I'll do that in the future. But yeah, it's just very interesting look at old style. It doesn't mean it's good, but
Yeah. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, no, I still love this game to death. If I can ever get if I ever get a hold of a physical copy of it, I will purchase it. But holy damn, is it pricey?
oh yeah, I got really lucky. I think I got this one from a going out of business sale at a Blockbuster. Soundtrack also slaps. This game is one of the most criminally underrated soundtracks of the entire SNES library.
Yeah, like the go to is if anyone wants to Google it, you look up Sinistral Battle. It
Yep.
is one of the best boss fight themes in any RPG.
Yep, and whenever I tell people it's my favorite RPG battle theme, they look at me like I'm crazy.
Oh,
But
it's so good.
Matt and I could gush about Lufia 2 forever, so we will move on for the sake of the stream. And
Yes.
Pink and Wazzy, because I can tell they don't care. All right, so let's see. It is my pick for second slot, I think. Yep. All right. This one was picked by Matt.
Yes.
Let me pull this up on mine. All right, so who's our boy here? Boy.
This character is Ovan. He is from Dot Hack GU specifically, so the sequel Dot Hack series of games.
Wow. That's a pull.
Yeah, he is like the he's like the mysterious older character who has a whole bunch of like the secrets and exposition of later parts of the story, and shows up and he's like friendly to the protagonist at first. I forget who voices him. I'll quickly double check. But yeah, overall, like he's one of those mysterious characters who pops up and is in your party for a while, then vanishes, and then comes back. Oh, his English voice was Jameson Price, who is let me see other characters you might know him as. He's in Guilty Gear Strive as Leo Whitefang.
I see Red Dragon recognizes this character.
Yeah. Yeah, there he was Sojiro Sakura in Persona 5. So same character, same voice actor as that. So that kind of voice where it's like the more deeper.
He was in Monster Hunter then.
Oh, and he was in Monster Hunter World.
Oh, which character was he in World?
He was the commander. He was like the main guy who ran the town. I forget his name. Not the admiral.
Yeah, the old guy with the short hair.
Yeah, old guy, short hair. He was that guy.
Where's my Dragonator?
Yeah, that guy.
Nice.
So same kind of voice, but he's more like a quiet, stoic kind of character as opposed to like a loud, boisterous sort.
Interesting. All right, so what do I think about Ovan? I like his color palette a lot. It could be that these are really close shades to my favorite colors, but I like how it's not, again, an out there combination of different shades like some of the other things we've seen so far. But it's a mix of blues and, darker blues. The white and then the brown accents are all pretty consistent. Overall, it's a really kind of easy to look at palette. I'm a little confused on his, not his sword. That's clearly some sort of blade. What's the other thing that I'm looking at? Maybe it's the angle. Is this like a gun? I thought it was a shield at first, but it's cylindrical. So it looks like some sort of, what is it, Matt? Like what's that thing on his left arm?
On his left?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been so long and I did not do proper character notes. I'm doing most of this from memory because these are all characters that from games I've played that I chose for everyone. That I know that it's a significant late game spoilery plot point of what's inside of it. I don't remember what it does on the outside part.
Red Dragon says it was his class gear.
Oh yeah, because because Dot Hack games, it's everyone inside because you play as an MMO character inside the game. So this is technically an MMO character, and everyone had classes, and each class had like specific gear. Like there's one piece of gear that's like specific to your class, kind of thing.
Okay, do you remember what his class was? Was he like a
I believe he was like he was some sort of like armored mage kind of dealy.
Huh. Lion Tamer says musket sword. That's kind of the vibe I get from the blade, but the big thing on the other arm, it kind of, I guess I'd have to see another angle, but it looks kind of like a big cannon.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing.
It kind of looks like a cannon.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing to look at, but if I understood it, I probably wouldn't have an issue with it. But yeah, we'll move on to Pink.
Right. Okay. I recognize him, but like I forget his deal. But What I do like about him is like if you chopped off his arms, including his shoulders, and then you looked at him, I think he's pretty solid. I like his color schemes. I like his pants.
Did you just say he would look better as an amputee?
Probably, yeah. I don't like his weird tampon cannon thing. Like that thing on his arm is just really
Pink.
it's just in your face.
It's for light raids or heavy raids.
Yeah.
He's yeah. Like
Or
Red Dragon
overnight
said,
raids.
when you put your hand in a Pringle tube, it's just like it feels like he stuck his arm in something and he's just like
It got stuck.
his hand's stuck in there now and he's like I can live with this. And he just went off, you know?
I mean,
Like
yeah.
I mean, he's overall a pretty decent looking dude. I don't mind him. Pretty cool looking. Your turn, Wazzy.
Um, I I like his shirt. I like the design on his shirt, how it's just kind of like all these weird stripes and everything. Um, the things I don't like are his, you know what? They're not even pants, they're capris. I don't like how he's got these random leather straps on his capris that also have like shoelaces tied around them, and then the bottom of his capris is like it's matching everything else, but it's just like flared outwards for some reason. Um, it's just I don't like it. The top half of his body, no problem. Bottom half of his body, what the fuck? And yeah, that's how I feel. Matthew, back to you.
Yeah. Honestly, the big thing I like about him is like the scarf and the shades combo. Like, we're looking at like a high collar kind of deal. It reminds me heavily of like Orin from Final Fantasy X, of like that kind of like cool guy with a big weapon kind of dealy, and like that kind of aesthetic appeals to me.
Yeah, I can see
Uh,
that.
and I am fond of the butt cape because, like I said before, I like the asymmetrical capes and the butt capes. Uh,
Is it a cape though? Because he has a high collar like coat thing. I assumed he has like a sleeveless trench coat dealy going on.
That might have been the case. I would have to relook at the 3D model of him. Uh, and was already kind of like laughed at his pants. I don't like what's going on between the pants and the boots, where he's got like leather belts going on for his socks. I that ugh. like like he's got bondage going on underneath his bondage.
He's strapped in.
Yeah, he's super strapped into his lower torso for adventure.
If you look at the part where the capris end, and then there's the gap between that and then where the boots start, and you talked about the straps. I can't tell what he's wearing under those straps on the unpanted part. It looks like a wood texture. So going back to the idea that everyone just has fake limbs, it almost looks like he's got wood pegs that have straps wrapped around going into his weird boots.
To me, it looks like he's wearing ribbed socks, you know?
Like, yeah, I guess so.
Looking up other stuff, it is just a butt cape.
Oh shit, hell yeah. That butt cape.
They like their butt capes in Japan.
Yeah, and he's one of it's funny because looking at Dot Hack GU, because I'm just re-looking at it because it is available on Steam for $65 Canadian for the full trilogy.
Oh.
That being said, that's for 3 full-length JRPGs for $65,
Yeah, I guess.
which is a real considering they were going for $60 a piece when they first came out,
On what
I
and
system?
it's near
Not too
impossible to
bad.
find the original release. Like just looking at that, yeah, and yeah, this is one of the least egregious designs from these games.
I haven't thought about
Like-
dot hack in forever, but yeah, they had some kind of funky ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of more buck wild designs that are way worse than this one. This was actually one of my favorites because it's a relatively plain, not painful design.
Now that I'm looking at this dude, he gives me like a Virgil version of Vash the Stampede.
Oh, you're right. Now that you say that, I like this design more now. Shit.
The glasses, the blue color instead of red, having like a big freaking projectile weapon on his arm. I was like, huh. All he needs to do is talk about power, and he's your anti-rival character.
Yeah.
I guess honestly, I think his design would be almost perfect if you just like tweaked a couple things, right? Like I don't know about you guys, but I don't like that collar pop situation by his head. Don't like that. I think he would look a lot fresher without it.
You
You
can
know?
almost mistake that for like a really high, oversized pauldron if you don't look at the
Yeah,
shading.
yeah.
I
It's
also
a
don't
bit
like
distracting.
I don't like his shoes. Like I don't understand how the boots work. They're like high boot ankle collars like we've seen in other designs, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to assume the binding on the front is lacing the whole thing around his ankles, because the whole idea that people put their feet or hands in a glove or a boot that's just like a sack, I don't like, because that doesn't seem practical at all. And it's
Yeah, a
remarkably
little
common.
bit. I think with it just a couple minor edits with his shoes and they'd be perfect. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, not bad.
This guy's, this guy's
Interesting
pretty
design.
solid.
Still confused by the weapon, but now that I know it's like a big cannon thing that maybe shoots magic.
It's a cannon because it looks
Yeah.
like one. Because at the
Yeah.
bottom,
He's
there's
got a
like
big old gun. It's got a lock on it.
because you need to
You can't
have
have
a
someone
safety lock.
stealing your cannon.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want someone to steal your arm cannon that very well could be just straight up your arm.
All right, we ready to move on from Ovan here? Move on from
Yeah.
Ovan.
Ovan from Dot Hack GU.
Uh,
Last Recode. And the original trilogy.
Was that PS2?
Yeah, it was a trilogy on the PS2, yeah.
Okay.
Because Dot Hack games were unique in the sense that like you could have one save that starts on the first game and continues through every game in the series.
Wasn't there like dot hack mutation or something?
Yeah, that was the original. The original 4 games was Infection, Mutation, some Quarantine, and then a fourth one.
Oh
And
man,
then
that's
GU
topical.
had, yeah, super topical.
'Cause
And then
I only remember seeing the anime Hack Sign a long,
Dot Hack, I
long time
never saw the
ago.
anime, but I played the
you
games.
never saw it.
It's an
Wow.
isekai.
It's an isekai.
One of the early ones.
A good actual isekai is just one that falls under the category.
Well,
It's one of the first of that
It's-
kind of genre before it was really a genre.
Yeah,
it's one of
it
the
was
first of like stuck in an MMO and can't log out kind of isekai.
Yep. It
Yep.
was like the first video game one.
Yeah.
I did revisit Hack Sign recently. The anime is not as good as I remember, but the music is baller.
Seesaw.
Yeah.
Kajuro Yuki. Hack Sign soundtrack is rad.
Oh,
Oh,
Red
Red
Dragon's
Dragon's
gotta
setting up.
go. Have a good night.
Thanks for tuning in, Red
Good night.
Dragon.
Dragon.
I'll catch you in the next stream.
Yeah, catch you next time.
All right.
So
We are moving on to the
it
third
is-
entry from Pink.
Oh,
Right?
Or 4 Pink, yeah.
Or four Pink. Excuse me.
salsa. Oh. Oh. Oh, this one's from Wazzy.
Yeah, so this is Salsa from Eternal Sonata. A very highly underrated game, in my opinion.
I haven't heard that name in
basically-
ages.
What?
I haven't heard that name in ages. Eternal Sonata?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You play as the composer, Chopin, as he's having death hallucinations. And you go through and you get party members that are based on different kinds of music. Like there's polka and beat and other kind of musical things. And this is Salsa, and she's like a guardian of the forest along with her sister March. And yeah, and she gets the only difference between her and her sister is her sister has blue hair and no pirate hat. So I picked her because she has the pirate hat. And yeah, she's like the energetic kind of sassy child of the JRPG, as one usually finds. So go ahead, Pig.
I'm gonna start off by saying I actually really like her. She's cute. Oh, she's so cute. I'm just looking at her. I'm like, wow, that's a
Well,
kid. That's a baby right there.
she has pink hair, which is kind of why I chose her.
Okay, so I think my favorite thing is her very strange dress. Like it's weird, but like I dig it. Like there's a lot going on, but like strangely it's charming. Like there's so much there's a bunch of different layers and like stitching and stuff, but like and it's colorful, but like in a good way for me. It's pinging good in my brain. Um oh she's so cute. Little teeth. I guess the one thing I don't like is her shoe situation. I think I wouldn't mind her shoes so much if there wasn't that weird little doobly doo in the middle and like the ribbons were attached to the shoe because they're not attached at all. They're just kind of leg decorations at this point.
Those are clog adjacent shoes.
Yeah, they're clogs. Like I don't mind the shapes, but like if they were attached, I would prefer it, you know? Like what is that little droplet in the middle there? I understand.
I don't know. I think
I-
it's like just
I-
she drew it on there herself.
Like I get it because it's repeating shape languages. Like there's a lot of circles in her design, so she, you know it's to tie every part of her body together. Like she's got the circles in her hair bow, the on top of her hat, on the middle of her dress, the little puff balls on her sleeve, the bracelets on her pants, and then finally on her shoes. But like, why didn't they put that on the shoe instead of on her foot? Because it's kind of weird. Kind of an odd choice, but yeah, I like her, Wazzy. Thank you. I like
Apathetic
her.
says
She's
if
cute.
Moogles were humans. Yeah, little puff things.
Oh, it's a bib.
I like her little skull that's on her chest. Um that's one of my favorite things. Both her and her sister have this like inexplicable skull. Because they're never like, yeah, down for murder. She does like fighting, but she's never like murderous. So I just always thought the skull was kind of a cute thing. Um Other than that, I really hate her hat because it doesn't actually look like it's on her head in any way, shape, or form. Because it doesn't like it looks like it's just pasted in the background.
It's stapled to her head.
Yeah,
It's a staple to the back of her skull.
yeah. So yeah, that's my opinion on salsa. Go ahead, Matt.
I really like the aesthetic of this little feral elf child. Like, and that being said, yeah, like Eternal Sonata, love that game. I wish I still had my copy of it. I lost it ages ago. But like this, like she's got a really cute, like feral, like almost like because usually when you see a character with elf ears, they're like commonly like the more sophisticated schmancy type. I really like seeing like this kind of ferality of like the unkempt hair and the like kind of torn up clothes and like a little bit of the threadbare bits at the bottom of the top shirt over her dress over her poofy pants.
I think it's supposed to be like a burlap or canvas sack texture.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's almost like it's almost poncho esque, which I like. But to pick something I don't like, other than this the head staple hat, um, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like the just the designing at the bottom of her skirt kind of dealy because like it looks like it's almost too clean for this character. Like where it looks like it's very well nicely hemmed in and placed together. It still feels a little too clean for this character. It could do to be a little bit more like patchy and scratchy.
I see what I think Wazzy was saying about it looking like more like a poncho because it's not closed. If you look towards the right side of the drawing where the little bow things are,
Oh, you're right.
it's
yeah.
open and goes up, so it's kind of like almost like an apron.
Aw, that kind of makes
Ah,
it
yeah.
cuter.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. I'm gonna assume she is wearing a fully clothed outfit under that, and that's fine because she's got a shirt on
Shorts.
and shorts.
Fully clothed girl. What a wonder.
Good job, Japan.
That is the first one of this stream.
You're like 1 for 5. All right, are you good, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good. It's all yours, man.
Okay, yeah, this is a fun design. This is a good pick, Wazzy. I like it. if we're comparing things we've talked about here on sessions, we had Limmel from Star Ocean 4 last time, who's also like a little elf child girl. And this design with Salsa is much more fun. It's got more personality and tells you a lot more about the character. Like, I see, spunky, mischievous girl character with this design. And so overall, the kind of vibe of the character seems like it's conveyed well. Kind of bright colors, a mix of this sort of kind of, like Matt said, feral, like a kind of tribal-ish design, but it's not too busy. She's got a bracelet on each arm, and that's it. The shoe situation is kind of weird. I almost thought it was stockings. Like, she's got high stockings that have the ribbons wrapped around, and then the little dot thing is painted on, like, the socks or stockings. But it's hard to tell because they're not a different shade. The one thing I don't like, it's really more of a confusion thing, is the thing on her left shoulder with a little ball on it. What is that? Is that like a pouch that's sewn
Almost
into
looks
her
like it's
sleeve?
just like a patch that's just
I
sewn
think-
onto her.
I think it's just like a sewn on puffball, like a pom pom. You know, because she's got pom poms on her shorts too, right? And on her hair ribbon.
So it's just like a fabric patch with the pom pom sewn on the top,
That's what I think it is.
and it has a bunch of X's for all of the people she's killed.
She's a criminal.
But yeah, I really don't have a lot of complaints about the design. It's simple, but pretty fun to look at, and seems to convey a lot of energy for the character.
Yeah.
Cute. I like her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a really cute design, and like, this game is just making me nostalgic for all these old RPGs that I want to play again now. God damn it!
Nostalgia
like-
stream.
Like, there's a lot of just fun designs. Yeah, it's fun to dunk. Like, there's flaws, and it's fun to poke fun at the flaws. But it's just making me nostalgic for all these games that I'm like, man, I miss these.
You can't play Eternal Sonata on any modern consoles, I'm assuming.
It was only ever
Yes.
released for the PS3 and the 360.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
it's one of
remember
those ones.
the
I thought that it would have been re-released for PC by now, but Bandai Namco apparently hates money. So
Maybe in the future.
yeah, hopefully in the future, if there's enough people who yell about it, because it is kind of a niche title.
Yeah, that was one I heard about, but I never got a chance to try. But it looked cool.
I nearly got perfect achievement run on it. I almost perfected it.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's one of the few RPGs that I could say I've done that with.
All right. Shall we move on to Wazi's third entry
Yeah.
in the series? This is going to be a fun one.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh man.
Fuck me.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, God.
I haven't seen this man in years.
I dug deep for this one. I was like, oh, I'm definitely putting that one on the list.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, I haven't seen this fucker in years.
Oh God, what is this?
This
Good
is
God.
Sion Barzad from The Bouncer. And shout outs to anybody who's watching this now or later who's heard of or played The Bouncer by Square Enix.
Oh, I was about to say.
Contrary to what you
Yeah.
might think, this is not Sora from Kingdom Hearts grown up in his edgy late teen phase.
Like he's an e-boy, Sora.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is he looks like the kind of Sora cosplayer that half-assed it just so he could go to the anime con dance and hit on girls.
I'm pretty sure this
Oh
is
my
No Murder
God.
again. He's become a staple on our content here. But Sion is the main character of The Bouncer. He's your protag. He's like a martial artist.
He's the
and fighter.
titular bouncer.
Yeah. That's such a niche game, man. Like I played that one a long time ago in Earth School, and it's kind of like a third-person brawler type game. It's very short, but it's pretty fun. Kind of,
Yeah, you could beat it in about an hour and a half.
it's like Proto God Hand in a way. In some ways, but yeah, I forget the storyline of it. It's not not super intricate, but yeah, he's your main character. So, Wazzy, what do you think about our boy here?
Thanks, I hate it. Uh,
You gotta do better than that.
oh boy, there's so much to talk about here. I just okay. Um, I can tell it's very square, very Square Enix. Um, just quick question, just for clarification: is he wearing a shirt or no? Like I can't tell if that's the same as his skin tone or if it's just like a skin tone shirt under
I think he's
his
bare
jacket.
chested, but it looks like he. Yeah, I don't think he's wearing anything underneath the coat.
Okay, I figured. I was just checking. God, if I have to give him a compliment, I guess. Well, like you know what? I admire his confidence. You know,
You made a bunch
he
of
is.
consecutive choices, and you walked out of the house with conviction.
Yeah, he looked out of he walked out of the house. He or somebody else let him walk out of the house like this and didn't say shit. And he went, yeah. He looked in the mirror and went, yeah. This is the look I want to portray to the world.
Oh my God.
I also appreciate that he wears his kink just like on out there, just like, yeah, I like to be collared. Okay. But also he has a little bit of decency for wearing shorts under his shorts, just so that nobody gets a glance at the goods if he does a high kick.
It's actually a skirt, Wazzy.
Is it? Because
No.
it looks like it's got a
I-
seam.
Yeah, it looks like he's got.
It'd be funny if
He's
it was.
got a really. It really does look like a pair of shorts, just really bad.
Yeah.
Well, if
Is
it's
it-
a skirt, well then I appreciate
it's
his
shorts.
modesty.
It's
okay.
shorts.
I think the thing about his design that pisses me off the most is that not only is he wearing a collar, but then he's got all these dangly bits on him. Like his gloves got a little dangly like rhinestone on it. Like and then he's got like the wallet chain going on, but it kind of looks Kingdom Hearty. And then he's got the chain coming off the collar with just like this fucking skull and crossbones like tiger boar thing.
I think it's a wolf.
His boots got fucking dangly bits. He's got too much dangly bits. So I appreciate his confidence, but his modesty and I don't like all his dangly bits.
If I were to place
my
this in
God.
like the phases of Nomura that we've sort of observed, it's like the Musashi era stuff. It's like, is he okay? This era, it's like he's gonna tell you what's on his iPod.
Yeah.
It's probably Linkin Park.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Crawling in my skin.
Yeah, like looking at the design, it is proto Sora from Kingdom Hearts. It absolutely is with the chains and like the red and black with the zippers, and it all like if the blue looked like a red, you could almost mistake it for the Kingdom Hearts 1 romper. Like this is bad end Sora as an older person. If he never left the Destiny Islands and he became a much older, grittier teenager, this is what he would look like.
It's totally a wallet
Absolutely.
chain too.
Yeah, wallet chain. Like the wallet chain in the fanny pack, he's gonna be beating off the ladies. Like
Ladies, if
But-
he's lucky.
yeah, if he's lucky. Yeah, honestly, I think the part that bugs me, there's a lot that bugs me about his design. Between the fact that his shorts, the seam makes it look like his shorts are hiked up to just below where his jacket is zipped up to. So like he has his shorts up extra high. That's why he has shorts for his shorts, because his other shorts are hiked so far up his ass that like he can't walk straight.
Oh my God.
But I think the part that bugs me most is the little ties on his sleeves. Like I don't know what the hell those are for, what those are about, but the little tassel ties on his sleeves. I'm just like that. Those are so aggressively unnecessary. That's unnecessary flair for his design. Like he's already got so much going on. You don't need to add the extra little bits.
I think we can confirm those aren't zippers because they don't seem to like go up towards like an opening.
Yeah, they're almost like bungee cord ties.
They're
I-
ties to to close the gap, to tighten
Yeah.
the gap. So he's got poof sleeves instead.
Yeah.
So that's a nice mental.
You know, when
image.
he wants to be fancy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a thing I liked, I actually like the boots. I would like them better if he was wearing long pants with them. Like I actually do like the boot style. Those are good ass kicking boots. And I'll pass on.
All right. This is a design. I don't know what, when I was thinking about characters, caused me to think about this game of all games. But it is got an aesthetic. If you look at other characters from the Bouncer, Sion here is not like an outlier as far as the designs. They're pretty out there. Everyone looks like they're from some sort of like underground fighting circuit, which is appropriate for the game. But it's all very, very kind of unusual and eclectic design theory, if you will. What I like the color designs on the hoodie itself. The yellow inner part I could probably pass, but the dark sleeves that have like a gradient into the red I think is a neat effect. I like kind of block garments that are done correctly like that. I do wish we had a better angle on the kind of stylized Old English text on it, on the bottom hem. I know on the right side it says street, but I can't
It says
see
Dog Street.
Dog.
It looks like.
Dog Street. Okay, that
It
might
looks
be
like it says Dog Street.
that might be relevant to some in the game. I haven't played it in so long. But what I think is kind of weird is he seems to have a thing for cut off spandex on his limbs. He has it on his forearms. He has like these weird, maybe they're like full arm gloves that are in his gloves. So he has double gloves, but then he's got it on his legs too, under his shorts. So something about this guy's like, I don't want to be in direct contact with my outer layer of garments. I have to have something protecting the inner layer, but only on my limbs.
Yeah, either that or he's especially concerned about having sunlight on his skin, so he's covering up just a little bit more.
Maybe he chafes.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And maybe he's just concerned about friction.
Yeah, it says Dog Street.
Okay, the thing on his chain is a dog head, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. He does look like a dog. Bark with me if you're my dog. Bark, bark.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, this guy's definitely a gangster. He's a straight up G.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I think he has a similar design on the back of his jacket to what his chain is.
Okay, it's got the Dog Street logo.
Yeah. He's wearing brand name clothes. That's like Gucci.
My God. No.
You know this guy
That's-
designed it himself. Like, it's not, the design on the back's not like a screen print. It's like a handmade patch that's glued.
Yeah, or embroidered. It's embroidered directly in, man. No, he put in the effort.
Yeah. Yeah,
Why he's
props
wearing
for
gloves.
repping the brand and having the collar. That's probably a Dog Street collar.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
This is
can't
fun.
guarantee that I won't pick another character from this game at some point in the future.
Yeah,
they're wild.
Yeah, their designs are wild and
But this is your pro
Wild?
tag. That's what's funny. It's not like this is the rival or like a villain or like an NPC. This is your dude.
yeah. This
Enjoy
is
it.
the guy you punch with.
Guy.
My God. My guy.
All right, we
I'll
moving
be,
on?
I suppose.
We got Matt
I
next, number
like-
3.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm looking at this thing and fuck me running. What the hell is it?
Okay, let me do this.
Okay.
This was picked by Wazzy for number 3.
Wazzy, explain yourself.
Well, you know how you like card
Oh my
games
God.
on motorcycles? So,
Yes.
so this, I'll wait till Chad can kind of see what's happening here. This is personas on motorcycles.
Jesus fuck.
Is he driving
Uh,
his gooch?
I
Yeah.
had to figure out what direction this guy is facing.
This
Why is that
Yeah.
a thing this stream? Why is everybody facing in weird directions?
I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. So this is. Oh God, I cannot pronounce the name, but I'm gonna try my bestest.
You
Radamanthus?
try
Rad
and then I'll say it.
Radamathus, I think.
Radamanthus, it looks like.
Yeah. Anyway, he is the very first persona of Echiki Mishina from Persona 2. Yeah, he is actually the Death Arcana, and yeah, um, he's a persona.
He's dead. This thing is death.
This
The Death Arcana?
it's not death. It's of the Death Arcana.
Death Arcana, yeah, I want to die looking at it.
Yeah. He uses him to attack Tetsuya and Lisa when he first shows up. Because and Echiki calls him his Grim Reaper. But you know, it turns out to be a persona. And yeah, it's he's great. He's great. And he's the persona of the Under King or the Underpants boss Ichiki. So yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Man, I like. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to him revving up his dick to go on an adventure. If like the thing I like the most, honestly, is the design of his head, where it's very much like it's the where it's the engine. It's obviously a motorcycle engine with like the exhaust and mufflers acting as like kind of like a hair thing. It looks really cool. I really like the stylization and the shape of his head. I think it looks really fucking neat. I do not like his fucking wing mirror nipples. That like his wing mirror nipples actually disturb me more than the motorcycle handle cod piece.
You ever listen to
'Cause, like-
the band Motorhead?
Here and there.
There you go. This is
Yeah.
their mascot.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the band.
Yeah, this
He's the
this
whole
is
band.
Motorhead. If Motorhead was a stand, he'd look like this.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think the only thing that could make his wing mirror nipples worse is if they were like prehensile and moved, like,
Or if they were lights.
or if they were facing forward and like, no, but like, no, I really like the look of his head though. Anywho, I'll pass it on.
Oh boy. So you know what plays in my head when I look at this design? What song?
Motorhead.
No, that I was just going by the design there. When I look at this persona, I hear "Life Is a Highway."
I was really thinking of that. I was like,
I want to ride
It's
it
a highway.
all night long.
all that long.
Game it, yeah. It's interesting. Again, it's kind of stand like, but I can see why it's persona. I like the color palette. Again, it stays within like the kind of chrome metal shades, and then it has the bright kind of fiery accents like you'd have like flames on a motorcycle. I like that. Kind of in line with what everyone else is saying, I'm not a big fan of the crotch piece. And like zooming in further beyond just the handlebars and everything else, it's like kind of got a metal thong stapled to the front. I think it's underneath the handlebar piece. Not a big fan of the solid steel camel toe.
I'm gonna repeat what Rocky said. I actually really like his color scheme. The very monochrome grays, blacks, and whites, and then like the poppin' sunset colors of the orange, red, and yellow. I really like that. But if I had to choose something else, I also really like his gray spandex bits and how they look like the road, like the sidewalk. I don't like the shape of his boots. His boots still bug me a little bit. Like not the part that echoes his chest piece, but just like the weird spike boot thing.
Okay.
Not fun. Not a fan of that bit.
Wazzy, do you know who designed the personas in 2?
No idea.
I have a feeling it's similar designs to some of the Personas in 3 because I can feel some of the like some of the influence from 3 and a lot of the older Megaten games as well.
Yeah, I'd be curious. It definitely seems like they're keeping with the theme of you can't have any bare skin showing for the personas. They have to be covered.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Wazzy? Yep.
I really like his chin, because like it's a bunch of twisted metal and it kind of looks like a rev bar, but it also looks like one of those like kind of fancy beards. So I actually really dig his chin.
Yeah, like a pharaoh beard.
Yeah. And um, I don't like this is more lore wise than really care. I guess I can't say that. Um, I guess I don't like just like the fact that like I know I'm bringing it back to the cod piece, but the cod piece looks like a face. Like
Yep.
it's got like
It
the
does.
two eyes and the mouth, and I think that's the worst part of it to me. But lore wise, I also hate that it looks like a motorcycle. Yet he is not. He does not. He is not a persona of the person who imitates a motorcycle in the actual game.
Oh
So
right.
that pisses me off.
Yeah. Like and looking at it, I actually want to kind of contradict Pink and say, no, I like the shape of the boots. Like
Like
I do
them?
not. Yeah, I like those boots. Those are good boots. Because once again, they look like good shit kicking boots, which is good for a persona, which is meant to fight things.
I think they're foreshortened a bit because of the perspective. If we were looking at it from like a 3/4 perspective, they would probably look a little more elongated, kind of like spikes.
Yeah,
But they look really kind of short and chopped off because of
like
the angle.
stubby.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Yeah, and like outside of the mirror nipples, the chest piece, I do really like the orange evoking of flames. Like, and I just noticed his fucking fingers are like little yellow stripy choppy bits, and I don't know how to feel about that, but it's an interesting aesthetic choice when matched with everything else about this character.
Um, Speaking of his fingers, has anybody noticed how fucked up his thumb is on his right arm, our left?
Oh yeah, you're right. The thumb's like it feels like it's extra long.
It's
Oh
really
yeah,
long.
yeah, it's weirdly shaped.
I like when I first saw him, I thought there was something wrong with his hand, like he had extra fingers or something.
That is weird.
I wasn't sure what was happening there, and I just like, oh yeah, that definitely is his thumb because I counted.
It's like they put it a little too far down on the hand and made it as long as one of the fingers.
Mm-hmm.
In game,
Yeah.
because the way this is rendered, does he actually like rev the handlebars as part of like an animation?
He is 100% pixels, my dude. There is no discernible features of
Yeah,
him.
because Persona 2 is originally a PS1 title.
Oh, so it's not even. There's no animation or models. I haven't played the old Personas.
There's not really a model. It's like a little pixel art of him, but it's like maybe 16 pixels tall. So
Okay.
it's not highly animated.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, just a little man.
Just the littlest man.
That is interesting.
I like the way his stuff is rendered, though. I will say that. I really like that.
We should do a stream devoted to looking at all of the Persona designs across the games. I think that'd be fun.
Smash pass.
Oh god,
Smash your
a
pass,
Persona
Persona.
Smasher Pass.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
that
Uh,
is interesting since I've never played 2 or 5, but we could get like all the main personas from characters and put them in a list. That would actually be interesting because people were saying they wanted to see Smash or Pass and Salt Table sessions. That I don't know if anyone's done that.
I'll host it. I'll host it.
Let us workshop that concept a bit.
yeah.
If we could
Fun
find
if we pressed the button and it was like, smash! pass.
I
Like
was
the
thinking,
general consensus.
yeah, if we had a way to put a
Yeah.
counter system into the stream assets, so
Yeah,
that
that's doable.
it tallies every time we hit a button. You can even do like they did on the Markiplier one with like a little ding.
That would probably be doable.
I don't
Either way,
know
let's
about the
workshop that.
ding, but I know. Yeah, we'll talk about it off stream.
All right, are we ready to move on from Radamanthus?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
To the final Raku pick.
Oh yeah, right. That's me.
Final one, isn't it? Final one of the stream.
I think
I
so.
know this
Yeah.
character, and I like this character, and I love this game.
I didn't like this game as much, if I'm being honest. Okay. So this is Velvet. She's
Wait,
the main.
It's not up on stream yet. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay.
We can see her
This is-
fist.
This is Velvet. She is the main character of Berseria, I think.
Yep, Tales of Berseria.
I thought you looked
Tales of
familiar.
Berseria. She is mostly human. She basically eats the energy of demons. That's why her one hand is all bandaged up, because that's her demon arm, and she can fight with her demon arm. And she also absorbs the evil of the souls of demons and eats them. And then she meets a little child who is the embodiment of good, and then together they travel the world. And yeah, and that's Velvet. She again comes off pretty tsundere at first, but she's actually very caring about people, especially her little angel kid, who like instantly, as soon as this angel kid gets delivered into her life, she's like, I am now a mother. So yeah, take it away, Raku.
All I can think looking at this design is this poor girl, everything was fine until the Moth Nation attacked her outfit. There is a lot to unpack here. And it's weird because I've seen this character before, because I've never played Berseria, but I remember people talking about it when it was out, and I don't remember seeing this particular outfit. Is this her default look?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is her default.
I think it could be a little bit less non-existent. And I'm guessing there's a thematic reason, because you said she eats like the energy of demons or whatever. But why is there just like not a single cohesive part of a garment?
From what I recall, she crawled out of a prison that was underground at the start of the game, and then just didn't bother to change her outfit afterwards.
Okay,
Oh,
because
good.
this isn't something you put on. This is something that is the end result of something that happened to you. Like, you don't put this outfit on in the morning. You had an outfit and like you fell into acid or something. It's weird for this. This is the pro tag, right? This is the main character.
Yep.
Yes.
Interesting choice. I will say I like the colors. I like how the palette is just a real simple mix of dark shades and reds, within like the whites on the bandages, and her armored bits that she does have are metallic, and there's no like weird accents. It's very edgy, but it's also very kind of consistent. Let's go.
Oh, hello.
Oh, we are being raided. Marsh is raiding with a party of 5. What's up,
Hi,
Marsh?
Marsh.
Hi, Marsh. Hey, Ramen.
Hey, Ramen.
We're ripping down Violet.
Velvet.
Velvet.
Velvet, whatever her name is.
Welcome to the Salt Table Sessions. We are...
I'm gonna be honest, this was one of my least favorite Tales of games.
Welcome back, Red.
Not as much as the one before it, but
Thanks for following,
Yeah.
Quispy64. Appreciate it.
And hello, Crispy, Ramen, Red Dragon's back. And hello, Marsh.
Oh,
forget to put liquid in your body, Marsh.
Yes. So I just to recap my points on. I like the color palette, shades. I don't like the way the outfit looks with all the tatters. It's a little distracting for a pro tag. But I'll pass it off to Pink. What are your thoughts
My
on Velvet?
knuckles, and looks at her. I like I like her jacket, as stupid as it is and as tattered as her jacket is. I think it's kind of fresh fun. It's kind of fresh and fun. What I don't like is her underboob situation. Kind of annoying. Don't like that. It's distracting.
Oh, okay, all right, fair.
There's like a penis gap, like a penis shape.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh God. Oh shit, you're right. That definitely looks like it looks
Wow.
like a dick. That looks like a penis.
Oh no, we need to put black bars.
Yeah, quick, edit.
Edit. Yeah. Like overall, she's kind of cool, edgy. She's so edgy. I have cuts on me now. Ouch! I'm bleeding. Uh-oh. I need a doctor. She's pretty cool though. I agree with Raku. This one, I, I think it would be great if some of her clothes wasn't so torn up. That'd be nice. It'd be nice if she had a little bit more clothes.
She must be so cold.
Yeah, she looks cold. Okay, back to you, Ozzy.
Um, I don't like her leg situation because, like, as we've looked at many characters with fucked up leg situations, I don't know what's going on with hers. She's either got really long thighs again, or her knees are above where you think they should be. Because, like, you think on her one leg there, the big metal part would be on her knee.
It's
And if it is, it's just it fucks up the rest of her body because I thought her knees were above that.
The fact that
So-
parts of her coat, I think, with like the metal bit on the right, is falling down over with like a strap over her boot on the right side of the drawing. It's obscuring where all the anatomy is.
Yeah, so even with that, the where I think her knees are not where they should be on the left side with her left boot. It's a fucking complicated fucking situation with her legs. I'm just gonna say that that's my least favorite part. Um again, my favorite part, again, I keep picking things that are like kind of lore wise when I go for like my favorite part, but I like the fact that her hair is just like a cut and paste from like one of the previous games, um, but like just turned black. And I actually really do like her hair because it's not like tied or anything, except for like the one little bit on the side. She just fucking lets it hang out, and I appreciate that. Matthew, do you have anything you'd like to say about our girl here? Also, I hated this game.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed this game. I actually almost enjoyed this more than the game that this is a prequel to, because this Berseria is technically a prequel to Tales of Zestiria. Like for the most part, like design wise, like I like the coat that's going on. I can now not unsee the boob window looking like a penis. Like I
Oh,
can't
man.
unsee that. That makes me sad. Uh, and like the design overall, I like that it's very clear. It's a design that is very good as a she's very clearly mobile in the sense that like she has full mobility of her arms, because the way that she fights is mostly kicking, and she actually has a blade hidden in that gauntlet that she's holding up that isn't on her bandaged up arm.
See,
I had to relook that up.
since,
Also,
since Red
sorry,
Dragon
go
jumped
ahead.
back in real quick, is asking who this is. This is Velvet, the main pro tag from Tales of Berseria.
yeah, specifically her full name is Velvet Crow.
Oh, of course
Oh,
it is.
even edgier. I
Yeah,
got a new
she's
cut.
super edgy.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Matt. Go ahead.
But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, her name's full name's Velvet Crow, and just in general, like it's a very sleek, mobile design, but it's like I think the thing that bugs me most about it is like all the extra chains around her legs. It's like, yes, she's extra naked. I expect that. I unfortunately expect that of women from fucking JRPGs. It's a thing that happens. But like the chains, just it's once again, it's excess on top of excess, and it also like kind of it looks like it would just get in the way when she's moving around more than all the other shit that's going on.
Looking at the way her lower half has all those things like you're talking about, the second
Yeah.
belt that goes down that has the chains hanging off of it that connect and wrap around to her other side.
Yeah.
How is that staying where it is? Like, there's no way that would stay in place if she was moving.
Big dick energy.
We saw that further up on the torso. Yes.
Has anybody have any of you took a peek just above that belt you're talking about and how her shorts are tied together?
Yeah, they're kind of like corset tied in the front.
Those aren't.
Yeah.
I don't think they're shorts. I think it's just tattered, like a tattered skirt remnants or something.
No, I think it's
No,
shorts because you
I
can see like
think-
you can see like shading of gooch.
Yeah, because I think what this original was is that those were pants that she was wearing, and she kind of exploded out of her pants somehow. Don't ask me how. But yeah, like you could tell that, like this it was most likely pants that she was wearing because that's what the tatters on her legs are. Is my guess.
Oh, I see what Pink's talking about. If you zoom way in, you could sort of see some other detail kind of underneath. So she most likely has some sort of undergarment under that. It's just
Don't think she does actually. I think she's freeballing it.
you think because I'm not going to bother zooming in here. It's really hard to tell. If she was, then she has got like quite a bit of confidence in what little scrap of material is covering her crotch. That's a little concerning.
Yeah.
Confidence is through.
I have her outfit from before she got thrown in prison.
Oh,
If
can we see it?
Let's
Yeah,
see
I
it.
will throw it in the Discord and see if Raku can bring that up.
Or huck it into the drive, to huck it into the Raku folder, and he can grab it from there.
Oh yeah.
If I can download it from the Discord, it doesn't matter. We
Mhm.
actually
Yeah.
have time as we're getting through the rotation, so
Okay,
if we
there
wanted
it is.
to,
This is before she got demonized. She was just like a little country girl,
Oh my God.
and then she got thrown in prison for getting demonized. I think
she's
she
around.
was
but-
either demonized in prison or she was demonized and then thrown into prison. I can't remember. It's been
She
a
was
while.
demonized and then thrown into prison. And yes, she was just a small town girl.
Yeah.
Town girl.
No, she's living in a lonely world, Pink.
Yeah, living in a
Yeah.
lonely world. She took the
Good-
midnight
good
train
guy,
to
though.
get demonized.
All right, let me save this and I'll swap it out on the stream.
Yeah. She
Regular
was a
girl.
regular. Yeah, she's a regular girl for like the first like 5 minutes of the game, and then she gets all fucky wuckied.
Cocky wuckied.
Oh, is that
She gets major fucky wuckied.
Hold on. Is that a
She
ping?
almost looks like an Inuyasha kid. I'll tell you that, Pink.
Yeah,
No, she does not.
Kinda
Kinda
does.
does.
No,
It
you guys are
does.
so wrong. Have you looked at Inuyasha in a while? Next time
Yeah.
I'm
No,
bringing an
because I have taste.
next time I'm bringing an Inuyasha. There's nothing you suckers can do about it.
It's
He's
true.
gonna
We can all just dunk on it
the dog.
relentlessly.
Oh, I forgot. Raku likes Inuyasha too. Okay.
The
I'm
only
no
thing good about
longer being
Inuyasha is that
bullied.
the theme song "Change the World" slaps. That's the only good thing about Inuyasha.
No, there's lots of good things about Inuyasha.
Yeah,
I can't
look at this
explain them to
country
you
girl.
here now. I need to think of them.
My
So-
favorite thing about Inuyasha is that he dies.
He doesn't die.
Oh, I wish he did.
Wow.
So yeah, those
So
were her
mean.
pants. Those were her pants.
So, okay. Now we have a little bit of context, but this outfit here,
Yep.
it's not one for one the outfit that she's wearing when she gets demonized. She had like a similar garment and then was kind of corrupted.
She was
and-
wearing this when she was thrown into prison, and then the game cuts, and then it's like 5 years later, and she's crawling out of prison wearing what she's wearing in the first picture.
So what you're telling me is that demon magic can give you a hot fit? Oh, man.
Demon magic rips your clothes asunder, and you are lucky if
And gives you a titty window.
yeah, you are lucky if things are covering your no bits after you get demonized.
If anything, you're not hot. You're going to be very cold wearing that
Oh
outfit.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're crazy cool.
Oh yeah. Demons are like, get fucked, it's warm.
I will say on the original render for Velvet, her pose is just getting worse and worse the more I look at it. And I think it's just the way all of the detail obscures which direction her legs are facing, because she's essentially got kind of like I think they were going for like a leaning 3/4 pose, but it's like her lower half. Again, I don't have the image on screen right now, but the lower half is it's just facing weird directions. And I think if there wasn't all the shredded tatters everywhere, you could see where her legs are going, it would be less obscured. But it's like there's the top half is stapled from a different image onto the bottom. It's not good design. It's too big, too cluttered.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Dragon's got it. Demon magic gives you a dick boob window.
Yeah.
Because sometimes demons are androgynous, and so they don't know. So they'll give you a boob window, but make it in the shape of a dick. They don't know what you prefer.
Yeah.
Humans are weird and got gushy bits.
I have to say, I didn't even realize the shape on that original drawing for Velvet until Pink pointed it out.
Yeah,
And
me neither.
like Matt said, you can't unsee it. I was like, oh, really? Wait. I zoomed. I was like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. So because we have a little bit of time left on the stream, let me see if I can do some quick Googling here, but I will open it up to the rest of the table. Is there any character you want to revisit as far as showing other designs or art from? And it can be a character you had or someone else had, just anything we've looked at so far that you'd want to show.
I don't want to see a different angle for Ovan, the one for Matt that gave you.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind also showing off, because once again, spoilers for a 28-year-old game. Final boss form of Kefka.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll see if I can find the one from the Savage version of the raid from FF14. Because then you get the full 3D kind of look. I'll see if I can't find one.
Okay, I found one for Ovan. It looks like it's from maybe an art book or maybe like a magazine spot, because there's a bunch of text on it. But it's showing him without that giant cannon thing on his arm. Actually, there's a bunch. Let's see.
Bring it up.
I'll see if I can save this one, then I'll put it up on screen. Oh, stupid web peas. I hate web peas.
Oh yeah.
The worst.
Apparently,
penises.
there is an extension for Firefox that automatically converts anything that's a WebP into a PNG or JPEG.
I need to download
Can you link that in
immediately.
our Discord for next time, Matt? That would be fantastic.
Yes, and I need to convert myself over to Firefox from Chrome. Honestly.
I use Firefox already, so like I need that now. I need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Because give it to me.
I will
use
see if
Firefox
I
as
can't
well.
find it.
Also, I don't know if you guys like it was really bothering me this entire time, but like, do you remember the anatomy on that little toddler motherfucker?
Who?
The one that
which-
Matt gave me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That kid just sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I was so bothered by it that I just had to quickly figure out how this child worked, and
Oh,
it's not
God.
good. It's not good.
Yeah. Also, I like this other design of Ovan that is on the screen now.
Oh yes, I like that a lot. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that more than the other design.
It says Xth form. I don't know if that has some sort of
Uh,
bearing in the game.
In game, it does, yeah, because they're multiforms.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming he gets a different weapon.
Yeah,
It
because
looks like
when
a
you
sword.
yeah, when you change different forms, you get different weapons. I know with the main character Haseo, you get different forms throughout, and you get different styles of weapons with it essentially.
I just saw what.
outfit more than the other one, but it's kind of funny because he's wearing little boy toy shorts and then pants underneath them.
With
Oh god, he is.
inexplicable suspender straps that go underneath.
Yeah.
I just saw what Pink pasted in the Discord. Is that just a 1-for-1 trace, or are you trying to?
Yeah,
adjust it?
I traced it. I just traced it.
I hate this.
I could have traced it a bit better because like I ignored that really shoddy bit on the one leg with the two knees. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to draw that. I don't want to draw that.
It
I was
seems
gonna
like
say if you want to pop
Can
that
you-
on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you bring this up on stream so that people can see the anatomy of this boy?
This boy.
This
after-
boy. Can we even call him that?
This this person.
Let me save this here.
Then after that, I did drop a picture from the FF14 raid version of Kefka's final form. I threw that into the
What's
into
this
our
character's
shared
name again?
drive.
I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just title it like that. I'll bring it up.
Oh, for March?
Marsh, that's right.
Yeah, it's March with an E.
Oh, merch.
March.
Yeah. Got it. I see Pink fixed some of the weird proportions on the calves too. They don't look quite like bowling pins.
A little bit. Just a little
Slightly.
bit.
You tried to fix it, but goddamn those proportions. He does have a thick ass though.
Yeah, he is-
Saying.
I was like, he's got this tiny waist and then these fat legs. Like he's
Yeah.
got fat thighs. So I was like,
That
he's
being
gotta
said,
have
like
a
that,
dumpy.
he's got too much of a dumpy for a 13-year-old.
Oh god.
Too much.
That's a quote.
That's a quote. Yeah, don't clip that out of context, please.
But the upper body, torso, and the neck positioning, the way Pink traced the outline looks a little bit less obscured. Because in the original with the armor bits sort of kind of confusing where the shoulders are, it looked like the body was contorted.
Yeah, like his neck is way too long for the way his shoulders are flexing.
Yeah, his neck is like distended a disgusting amount. Oh, FBI, open up!
No.
No. I won't live. I won't survive in jail.
Oh man.
That's pretty funny. All right. While we have this, did you say you found another image you wanted to put up, Matt?
Yeah, it's in the drive in Pink's folder. It's another picture of Kefka.
Okay.
It's from FF14.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the
God.
Yeah, it's sexy Palazzo.
Ooh,
Yeah,
he's
it's-
ugly now. I don't like him anymore. He's crusty. He needs some moisturizer.
yeah.
That's
Like I
such a-
put in both. There's two FF14 pictures. One of regular form and one of God form.
Okay. Let me grab this one.
Pink becomes demon pink after jail. Yeah.
Unlike that other chick, I don't come out with a titty window.
Yeah.
I come out with tattoos. Clown tattoos.
All right, I'm gonna drop these in
You
here.
just come out more clown.
Yeah.
More clown, huh?
Yeah.
Just up the clown.
30% more clown. Okay, I'll pull up regular Kefka first. It takes me a second to zip everything and downloading straight out of the drive.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse you.
Oh, did I not mute for that? I'm sorry.
You did not mute for that. We all heard that
Sorry.
one.
Now we know how
I'm sorry, I
Nazi
tried to
sneezes.
Sorry. Sorry, I tried to mute.
No, honestly, that was great. That's funny.
That's why, like, when Matt said excuse me, I was like, yeah, okay, he probably heard me from the other room. But when the rest of you said it, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, these are 1080p. These are wallpaper sized. Um,
Yeah. That's pretty consistent with the Nomura art from Dissidia we saw earlier. I think some of the patterning is different, but it's pretty much the same general look for that outfit he's wearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just really fond of how they did it in 14. They did a really good job of kind of transferring it over.
Seems like that would be a really annoying fight. Like a lot of status ailments or a lot of crazy magic.
The big mechanic that they use is fake ailments or fake status conditions, where you actually have to watch the orbs that are flying around them to find out if the condition you have is a real one or a fake one, and it changes where you have to position.
Oh, that sounds appropriate for Kefka.
Yeah.
All right, you want me to swap this one for the god one?
Yeah, let's get the god one on there.
Yeah. Get
Hey,
dehydrated Kefka up there.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
He needs a little sipple of water. Wait, let me redeem a hydrate for Kefka.
Sipple?
That being said, design is extremely faithful to the original FF6 design.
Yep, this is basically the final boss, and spoilers. I think it's a little less demonic. It's hard to tell because obviously in the older games it's rendered sprites. But I feel like his design was a bit more angelic as opposed to demonic. It seems like they kind of upped the demonic aspect for this one in 14.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, pretty consistent design.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to kind of show off like a slightly different aspect of one of the characters.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see if I can
Funny,
find.
you've shown him 3 different times, and I'm like, and you say like, oh, he's a criminal, and I was like, and then you're like, oh, but he killed everyone for fun. I was like, oh, okay. And now like you keep ping ponging me back and forth whether or not I like this guy. I don't like crusticles over here.
See, what you need to do to really decide if you like him or not is to play Final Fantasy VI.
That ain't happening. I'm sorry.
To be fair, that's quite a time commitment.
It's a
I
really
have
good
a
game.
Final Fantasy, but not this one. And I have not played it. So
All right, let me put this one here. I found a picture of Maxim from Lufia 2. Then Curse of the Sinistrals was the name of the remake.
Yes. I never did beat that one.
I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it because it was very different. It was like a 3D and kind of more like a Tales game in combat. I think we talked about before.
Yeah.
But it was a fun retelling, and they redesigned all the characters from like the really old art that we saw before. I enjoyed it, but as far as the original, I like the original better.
Oh yeah, the original, it's so damn good.
All right, this is the redesign for Maxim in the new game. And I'm realizing that you guys are going to have to look at this on stream unless you want me to start putting stuff in the folders too.
Oh, jeez.
it's okay.
No, it's okay. Like, this is very
he's
much...
got a butt cape.
Yeah,
but that's where it stops.
See, I don't mind this design, honestly. Like, the leather jacket's a little edgy. The sword's cool. The sword's very anime. The butt cape is great. Like, but he almost feels like it feels almost too anime. It's not. Oh, actually, no. Too anime is the wrong way to put it. More anime than it needs to be at the very least.
It seems like what they decided to do for this remake is focus kind of more on elemental themes, because that really wasn't a running theme so much in the original, I remember.
Yeah.
But obviously they went for kind of like a fire theme for him. The female co-lead Salon is like a battle mage, and she's much of like a water and aquatic theme, water and ice. So I do think it's interesting that they decided to do that versus looking at the old art from the 90s. You can't pull any sort of elemental themes out. It's armored knight guy.
Yeah.
Jacket. And his butt cape, as you guys have said. His sword's a bit dumb, though.
Oh, the sword's dumb, but it's like it's very anime.
It's basically
Yeah,
Soul
it's
Edge.
very anime.
He looks like a fuck boy.
Fuck boy!
A little bit,
Jack
yeah.
that Fuck boy!
Just a little bit.
He looked like, and the leather jacket and like tight shirt combo reminds me heavily of a game that just recently came out, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, where it very much makes me think that he would stop at the end of a dungeon, say bullshit, put on Limp Bizkit, then walk out in silence.
And talk about killing chaos.
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 Oh, that chaos. Yeah, it's interesting. The redesign in the Lufia cast was, I don't know who it was that they got. Obviously, a different person to do the art, but I'm glad they just did something different, just to switch things up.
Yeah.
Boy. It's a boy.
All right. Is there
What
any?
else is there to say? He was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." Is there a sword in his sword? That's a good question.
It almost looks like there's a little sword and the flamey part comes off, like it's an attachment to a plain sword.
Yeah, that the sword designs are weird. I guess they kept the idea of these kind of strange fantasy weapons for some of the cast. Kind of a nod to the original, I imagine.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fire version of Tidus's sword from FF10, the water blade. It even has a little
good point.
hooky thing on the
yeah,
end.
Brotherhood, yeah.
Oh, Tidus. I'm sure you'll be on here eventually.
Oh, yeah, 10 had some whack designs. I love 10. 10 is probably my favorite 3D one. But yeah, it had some whack ass designs.
I just think they experimented a bit with 10. I don't think a lot of the character designs are offensive to me. Like Lulu's design is very nonsensical, but I think it works, especially for her character design. Yuna's I'm kind of lukewarm on. It's kind of Japanese shrine maiden esque.
Yeah, like Miko, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't really bug me or anything like that. Riku's design is kind of interesting. Just remembering the cast. I don't know. I think we could have some discussion about that. Doesn't Wazi really like FF10?
I do.
What do you think
I
about the
do.
designs, the character designs for the cast?
Well, it's not like I'm not sitting out here simping over them or anything, but like I don't necessarily think they're bad. Do I think there could be improvements? Yeah, sure, but like I'm not like fuck you, 10, you're ugly.
That's fair. I know a lot of people really like 10 and tend to get really defensive. But, I don't know. We can talk about 10 too.
10 too. I love lesbian road trip.
Yeah, with weird creepy brother in the background.
I never played 10 2. I just remember it came out because I never beat 10. And so everyone's like, oh yeah, it continues the story from 10. And I was like, I didn't beat it.
Well, the job change system in it was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It was
no sphere grid because I fucking loved the sphere grid, but damn was it good.
Yeah, it has probably the best job switch system out of any of the games that do multiple jobs.
I have no opinions on this.
It's like, no Final Fantasy here.
I've never played a single one.
By choice
Fair
or
enough.
by happenstance?
Both.
Hmm.
Just doesn't look like my kind of game.
Have you played any major noteworthy RPG series?
Rune Factory 4 and 3.
And the Atelier games too. from
And
what
the
you told us.
Atelier games. Looking at my uh, list of games, I've played a Fire Emblem.
Why no
Yeah.
whole Fire Emblem?
One
Fire
whole
Emblem counts.
Fire Emblem. I
Fire
have
Emblem
Tales
counts.
of Abyss game, but I have not played it.
Tales of the Abyss is very good. It's very solid.
Does Zelda count? Probably not, right?
As an RPG?
Yeah, no, it doesn't, right?
It depends who you talk to. I don't consider it an RPG.
I can't think of anything else I've played. Yep, no clue. I don't think I have.
Red Dragon Redeemed Hydrate.
Taken a
Oh,
sip.
should probably
Oh
take
wait,
a
I
sip.
played Persona 5 or 4, whichever one has the U-boy.
You
That's
played 4.
That's 4.
Oh,
Was that
and
before?
Disgaea. I played Disgaea.
Ooh, that's another
Oh
series.
yeah, Disgaea.
That'd be good
the
to
number
bring.
crunching one.
I never crunch numbers. They
I love
crunch me.
Disgaea. That's such a quirky, fun series.
I can't think of anything else. I think that's about it.
Has anyone here ever played anything from Artonelico?
No.
I've heard of them. I thought it was Artonelico.
Maybe. I've only played
I don't
like half of the first one. It's interesting. It didn't really do a lot to break the standard turn-based JRPG mold. And had some really weird innuendo stuff with the characters that seemed like it was a little too on the nose. But the world and design is interesting. I might see if I could pull a design from the first game that I have played. But I think they kept making them for a while. I just didn't keep up with it. It's just kind of another one of those series that it's not Final Fantasy. It's not like an SMT game. You know, like the big mainstays or a Tales game. That
Yeah.
I'm just curious. There's a lot of stuff out there. But looking at the time, we are coming up on just under 3 hours. Do we want to work on wrapping up for the day?
Yeah,
that
I
works
think
for
so.
me.
Probably, yeah.
Looking at how the pacing worked, I think if we wanted to, and we could talk about this offline as well, the format of doing like the quick 2-point discussion and then rotating around allowed us to move through things quickly. We got through 3 characters each in like 2 hours. So depending on what we decide to do for the next one of these, we could think about doing potentially 1 more character each.
Potentially, yes.
And I think we'd still be able to move through things at a decent clip. Any thoughts from the rest of the council on the format, since we tweaked things a bit since the last time, and I want to keep refining things as we sort of experiment.
I like the format more because it allows for more open discussion at the end, where we actually get like more back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's good, and like we were talking about at the beginning, it kind of keeps a whole bunch of points from being monopolized by one person as you're going through. If you have to put 2 things on the table, then chances are someone else will be able to think of something different. Or you get penis windows.
Windows.
I may have to clip
Yeah,
that.
that's gonna mess me up forever. Now I'm not gonna be able to like, look at that game. Like, I'm not gonna be able to look at that character the same ever again. Now I'm
Penis.
a little sad.
We're a bit stale. Uh-oh, we're stale crackers, guys. Ruh-roh.
Is that
Oh.
all of us?
Hmm.
Nah, just me.
That'll be for you to figure out. Well, all right, let me see if I can find
What
anyone
a
on my list.
punk.
We've got on my end, I've got Bananians and also Bits on my end. I don't know who you've got on yours.
I have
Hey, Bananions is where Bananions is doing an art stream.
I
No
have
idea what
not,
Bits is doing.
I've not rated
Bits is
Banania
playing
before.
Tiny Tina's.
Oh yeah.
Let me probably hope I spelled it right.
Bananneons.
Bananions, right?
Yep.
Yep, under art with 10. Let's go raid Banani.
Yay!
And that will do it for today's Salt Table Sessions. As always, good lively discussion. No fists were thrown this time. But we will figure out when we're going to do another one of these in the near future. So hopefully the banter was interesting to you folks, and we will reconvene at a later date. So thanks for tuning in, folks, and thanks for all of the generous bits and subs being tossed about. You guys are too kind.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and enjoying.
All right. We will. What was that, Wazzy?
I said get fucked.
Okay, Wazzy doesn't speak for everybody. But let us go do the raid, and we'll catch you
Quasi
folks.
speaks for me.
Catch you folks later.